Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Lord, the halo has increased 10,000 times, and the start is full. Chapter 81. With the death of the monster group, Qin Feng's various data kept skyrocketing. Advanced units can't pose any threat to Qin Feng at all. He directly led the troops on a rampage. After an hour, boom, under the dazzling explosion, countless monsters from the underworld were instantly torn to pieces. Qin Feng let out a long breath. 3 billion monsters, even him, it took a full hour. Now, the first phase of the task is finally to be completed. The sound of the system suddenly sounded. Ding dong, your secret realm mission has been completed. The second stage mission, destruction of the magic circle, has been issued. Ding dong, your appearance has attracted the attention of some monsters, and they have jointly opened a certain magic circle. Before it is destroyed, you will always be affected by soul corrosion LV10. The voice fell, and a skull mark appeared on Qin Feng's map. At the same time, the status bar of all Qin Feng troops also has a debuff of soul corrosion. Soul erosion. Explanation. The underworld is not the land of the living, where the souls of all living will be corroded. Level 10. Effect. All units' health is reduced by 1% health per minute. Hiss. This buff. It is a bit unreasonable, but the blood is reduced according to the percentage. If he has a high HP, even if he has a high-level recovery potion, he will not be able to recover at all. But, brush, ding dong, you triggered that Supreme Purification Aura LVMAX, and cleared that Soul Erosion LV10. The system sound fell, and the debuff instantly disappeared from the status bar of Qin Feng's troops. Purify the halo, so terrifying. At this moment, Irene frowned and said, Knight Commander Tyrant, I can feel that my vitality is draining, let's hurry up and destroy the magic circle. Qin Feng also blinked, and the thoughts flashed in his mind. Aaron, but a rare genius. And, still looking pretty. What is the difference between a lord and a salted fish if he doesn't try to recruit wild NPCs? He pretended to be hesitant and said, Knight Commander Irene, I have a way to clear this state, but... What? Irene's beautiful eyes lit up, and she didn't want her vitality to be lost all the time. Although I can barely recover from taking medicine now, but I have been coughing medicine all the time, which is indeed a waste of supplies. Seeing Qin Feng's embarrassed look, she also understood somewhat. If you can understand such a powerful buff, it must be a superb item. Qin Feng doesn't want to share, and it makes sense. At this time, BDCF Qin Feng sighed. Forget it, for the glory of the Knights of Starlight and the peace of the universe, I don't care so much. Heard. Aaron was immediately moved. This man, while strong, has a very good character. All of a sudden, Qin Feng's image in her heart instantly grew taller. Qin Feng also spoke at this time. Knight Commander Aaron, join my territory. Quote question mark question mark question mark quote. In an instant, Irene's little head was filled with question marks. Join his domain. As the Knight Commander of the Starlight Knights, Irene has naturally come into contact with many lords of other worlds. The number of times of being recruited is not a few thousand but also hundreds of times. Without exception, she refused. At this time, she had infinite doubts. She was being played by Qin Feng, and the previous emotion disappeared instantly. She said, I'm sorry, the Tyrant Knight Commander, the Knights have regulations, I can't join the player's territory. Qin Feng heard the words, but he looked righteous and awe-inspiring. Now is a special moment. Knight Commander Irene, do you want to watch the evil creatures from the underworld spread to the war continent? Oh, it's a pity, I even shared such a powerful thing, but I was still rejected. If this goes on, the evil camp will definitely make a comeback. The words fall. Qin Feng's face was also full of pain and struggle. Aaron's heart was moved again. It seems. You blame him wrong. She then said, I join your territory, so I won't be affected by soul corrosion. Qin Feng was overjoyed. Done. He nodded and said, of course. Well, you can't lie to me. Aaron finally nodded her head. Next moment. Ding dong. Star Knight Commander Irene SS level hero, request to join your territory, do you want to confirm? Confirm. Accompanied by the press of the confirm key. The ID on Aaron's little head instantly turned green. At the same time, brush, the cool radiance of the purifying aura descended from the sky. Irene's soul corrosion effect was instantly purified. Erin also blinked her eyes in confusion. How does she feel? She has become more than 10 times stronger. The slender body is filled with unprecedented terrifying power. Could it be said that when it becomes green, it also becomes stronger? She hurriedly checked her status bar, and then, Nima, what the hell are these halos? Her eyes widened instantly. No wonder, Qin Feng's troops can be so perverted. These auras are blessed. If they are not strong, there will be ghosts. Qin Feng said quietly. These are my secrets, Irene Knight Commander, I hope you can keep them secret. Irene's face was serious, and she said solemnly, don't worry, even if I bet my life, I won't say it. Qin Feng smiled brilliantly. Don't risk our lives, aren't we all one family? Quote question mark question mark question mark quote. Erin was full of question marks again. How does she feel? That she has a feeling of being tricked. Irene also suddenly entered into a tangle. Originally, she thought that she would temporarily join Qin Feng's territory. After clearing the secret realm, she intends to leave and return to the Knights. But she didn't expect that Qin Feng would even tell herself such a secret. Now, I'm embarrassed to leave his territory. Leave when you're done. Isn't she like a scumbag? At this point, Qin Feng stopped talking. As a rebirth, one of his advantages is that he can be unpredictable. He still knew something about Erin's character. This female knight commander, while hating evil, attaches great importance to promises. As long as she doesn't do anything excessive and draw a few more big cakes, she will be tied to her side by Qin Feng. That's how I got a SS level hero, so beautiful. At this time, he opened the hero panel and looked at Irene's attributes. Irene, temporary hero. Description. A commoner girl from the Kura Empire joined the Starlight Knights by chance, and her powerful talent was revealed. The current captain of the 7th Knights of the Starlight Knights is responsible for all matters in the Novice Continent. Level. 70. Grade. SS grade. Physical, magic attack power, 13.8 W. Defense. 7.2 W. Health. 29 billion. Magic value. 3000 W. Skill. 1. Star Charge LV7 launch a star-like charge. Inflict leading troops *7000 star magic damage to all enemies in front. Cooling. 30 minutes. 2. Peerless Cavalry LV6 in the lead troops, all cavalry attack and defense value plus 60%, movement speed plus 60%. 3. Evidence of Starlight LV8 summon the stars, forcibly change the current environment to the Night of Stars. The lead troops have plus 200% star magic attack power, plus 50% dodge, and plus 50% movement speed for 24 hours. Cavalry units are doubled. After the skill effect ends, Erin loses all skills for 3 days. Loyalty. Morale. 200. Food consumption. 2000 per day. At this time, Qin Feng saw Irene's attributes, and he thought it was still very good. He also didn't expect that Irene's rank could have SS rank. The player's hero system and the boss system of the Will of the Heavens have different evaluation standards for each other. The Will of the Heavens will comprehensively consider the strength of the unit. The player's rank is only based on talent. The higher the talent, the higher the grade. Irene's rank can reach SS rank, which is enough to show how defiant her talent is. And Irene's several skills, the strength is very online. The first skill, obviously, an attack skill. Large-scale Legion-type attack skills, the more troops you led, the higher the damage. Qin Feng couldn't help but murmured. No wonder she was so fierce in her previous life, leading the knights into a no-man's land, who can resist this skill. Of course, the damage is definitely not unlimited. There is definitely an upper limit for the troops led by Irene, but with her potential, it is very easy to command a trillion-level troops in the future. The second skill is Irene's own characteristics. Clearly, she was very suitable for commanding cavalry units. All cavalry under her command will get a very good attribute bonus. Of course, the numerical value was absolutely crushed in front of Qin Feng's halo. The third skill is the explosive skill. After using it, you can directly change the current environment and force you to enter the Night of Stars. All troops will get very good bonuses, and the effect of cavalry will be doubled, which can be said to be very good. However, after using it, Irene will obviously enter a period of weakness for 3 days, her attributes will drop by 50%, and she will lose all skills. Overall, Irene's attributes are quite good. Seeing the column of Irene's loyalty value, Qin Feng blinked. 3 question marks. It is also easy to understand that Aaron is now in a tangle. Qin Feng was overjoyed in this regard. Tangled, there is drama. With his means, can he still let her escape? At this time, Qin Feng directly took out a piece of equipment from his backpack and threw it to her. Irene blinked and took it with some doubts. Equip her. Although she thought it was a little funny, she was still very moved. The equipment on her body is the epic equipment issued by the Knights, which is very powerful. Qin Feng, what can I give her? She glanced at it, and then, her eyes widened instantly. Nima, divine class equipment. She sucked in a sharp breath. Shenzhen level equipment, even in the Knights, it is very rare. At least at her level, it is impossible to get it. And Qin Feng threw her a fire cloak directly. The equipment in this part of the cloak has a very low explosion rate, and the price has always been high in the market. She hesitated and said, "This isn't it." Qin Feng waved his hand very generously. "It's all my own family, you're welcome." After speaking, Qin Feng set off with the troops without looking back. Irene's pale pink lips parted, and in the end she swallowed what she was about to say. She looked at the fire cloak in her hand, and her eyes flashed with brilliance. I have to say that Qin Feng, as a lord, is still pretty good. Even such a powerful artifact was given to the self who met for the first time. Qin Feng's level has just reached level 20. Presumably, getting this Shenshuan level equipment is a life and death experience, right? How many such lords are there in the entire universe? Qin Feng opened up monsters all the way, and after becoming Qin Feng's unit, Irene also saw Qin Feng's damage value for the first time. Her eyes widened again. No wonder, the previous legendary bosses were also instantly killed in an instant. This damage is a bit outrageous, right? Soon, Qin Feng reached the center of the map. A very magnificent and huge altar. The faint purple light exudes a strange light, it seems to be from the magic circle. Outside the altar, countless taller underworld creatures are wandering aimlessly. The monsters here are obviously denser, and the level is significantly higher. Qin Feng rushed in with the troops directly. Altar center. 3 extremely tall underworld creatures are standing in the sky. Their body is wearing a worn black robe, and the staff with a purple gem in its hand exudes a strong ominous aura. Qin Feng lost a reconnaissance technique. Mage of the underworld. Explanation. A powerful mage from the underworld, proficient in immortality and soul magic. What secret mission is he undertaking here? Level 50. Rank Epic. Attack 13W. Defense 12W. Health 58 billion. Skills Soul Tremor, High Order Nether Body, High Order Unknown Halo, Death Hook Scythe. These epic bosses. It's too stretched, isn't it? Qin Feng also scratched his face, thinking that he would meet some powerful boss. The result is just 3 pieces of junk. At this time, the underworld mages saw Qin Feng, and the purple flames burning in their empty eyes also swayed. Humble human being, how dare you break into this place? If you destroy this place, you will have no good fruit to eat. I advise you not to destroy our magic circle, otherwise, we will all die here. Oh, Qin Feng also blinked. These 3 bosses, how do you say something special? It seems that this magic circle is hiding something. Qin Feng directly threw it away with a reconnaissance technique. Pluto formation. Explanation. The magic circle jointly produced by Hades and countless god-level powerhouses has been opened for some reason, and the underworld mages are trying to reseal it. Grade. 10th grade. A 10th order array. Qin Feng was also a little surprised when he saw the information about this magic circle. 10th order. But it is a super large forbidden technique that surpasses ordinary forbidden techniques. Point 0. The 10th order forbidden technique released by the Lord of Flames destroyed the entire novice map. And this 10th order array was actually made by Hades in cooperation with several Shenshuan level powerhouses. What exactly is hiding? At this time, Qin Feng also smiled. Since the people of the underworld want to maintain the magic circle, reseal something. Of course he's about to break. Thinking of this, he directly let the troops start attacking. Shish! Countless arrows burst out of the sky in an instant, with fierce scorching flames, hitting the 3 underworld mages. The eyes of the three underworld mages shrank sharply and said angrily, "Human, you are courting death. When the things sealed here come out, your human race will be destroyed." Next moment, the three underworld mages could not make any resistance at all, and the blood bar was emptied directly. Ding dong, your troops successfully killed the underworld mage epic boss and gained 500 W points of experience and 5 W points of Star Wars. Ding dong, you triggered the highest express aura LV 10,000 and your troops gained 50 billion express points. Ding dong, you triggered the Supreme Points Halo LV 8,000 and you got 400 million Star Wars points. A large number of proficiency and Starlight battle points were recorded, and a wave of corpses was touched, as well as countless epic level beads of the underworld. But Qin Feng didn't care much, and instead focused his attention on the magic circle. Ding dong, you have occupied the Pluto formation. You currently have two choices. 1. Continue to strengthen the magic circle, and the magic value recovered every second will be replenished to the magic circle's durability. 2. Destroy the circle. At this point, the magic circle was completely owned by Qin Feng. He also laughed when he heard the sound of the system popping up. Reinforce the array. Is he sick? He simply chose to destroy. As the options fell, there was a sudden burst of violent fluctuations in the magic circle. Ding dong, you have successfully destroyed the Pluto formation. Ding dong, you have triggered the hidden event Immortal Hatred in the Secret Realm. This event is extremely difficult and dangerous, so please choose carefully. Oh, hidden event triggered. Qin Feng has never encountered the hidden events in the Secret Realm. But since it was triggered, he naturally went to check it out. He is also checking the information of the event. Immortal Hatred. Explanation. It is rumored that thousands of years ago, something happened in the underworld that caused the entire war continent to collapse. Countless gods and profound experts joined forces to solve the matter. Now, perhaps it is time to solve the mystery. The events that led to the collapse of the entire war continent. Rao was Qin Feng, and he was a little dumbfounded. Such a crisis, July 10th, is rare in Qin Feng's memory. At this time, Qin Feng's map also marked a huge skull. He quickly went with the troops. At the same time, in another plane, several unknown powerhouses hidden in the shadows are watching everything in the crack of the underworld. Haha, this human really made me laugh to death, actually going to that place. Tisk tisk, I really don't know how high the sky is. We have been attacking for thousands of years, but we can't capture him. He is a stubborn boy, I'm afraid he won't die instantly. There is something wrong with this kid, he seems to be very strong, but his brain is not good. Haha. Let's just wait to collect the body for him. It seems that he has a few artifacts on him, which is good. Qin Feng naturally did not know that he was being followed by several powerhouses in other planes. At this time, he had already brought the troops to his destination. A huge city that emits an ominous aura and is shrouded in pitch-black energy. The city is extremely strange, it is completely dark, and it is impossible to see the internal situation at all. But Qin Feng could feel a very deep hatred and evil thoughts. He also took a deep breath and walked in with the troops. Immediately, ding dong, you have entered an extremely dangerous area, you will not be able to log off in this area, and you will not be able to get in touch with the outside world, please evacuate in time. Ding dong, for unknown reasons, you have obtained Chaos LV 1000. Ding dong, for unknown reasons, you have obtained Fear LV 1000. Ding dong, you triggered the highest purification aura LVMAX and successfully removed the Chaos LV 1000. Ding dong, you triggered the highest purification aura LVMAX and successfully lifted the Fear LV 1000. The sound of the system kept ringing, and Qin Feng was also a little shocked. Can't get offline. This situation is extremely rare. You must know that he is only a second-order lord now, and his integration with the game is still very low. This means, what terrifying creatures are hidden here that can directly hurt his soul? The soul is gone, and the flesh body has no effect on Blue Star. But just stepping here, Qin Feng's status bar actually has a lot of buffs. He also twitched the corners of his mouth. What chaos, fear, frost, cowardly, shrinking. Moreover, the buff is still level 1000, which is almost the same as asking for no money. Not to mention fighting monsters here, living is a big problem. Of course, it still took less than a second to be removed by the purification halo. At this time, Irene also sucked in a breath of cold air. She has never seen such a strong negative influence. Even if several powerful Legion commanders came, I am afraid they should be more careful. However, under the influence of Qin Feng, she could completely ignore it. This man, really too strong. At this time, Qin Feng was also looking at the situation in the city. Among the ruins, there are all kinds of mottled and strange figures that look like dark bloodstains. Countless twisted and ugly figures squirmed irregularly on the ground. They look like humanoids, but they are on all fours, and they can make all kinds of exaggerated and twisted weird movements. Qin Feng is also a detective lost in the past. Insect of Hate Gold Rank Boss. Explanation. Originally just ordinary underworld creatures, under the influence of thousands of years of negative buffs, they turned into twisted evil creatures. Level 80. Grade Gold. Attack 0. Defense 4.9 W. Health 69 billion. Skills. Evil Parasite, Think of Hatred, Advanced Physical Reduction, Evil Aura. Seeing the ID of the monster in the city, Qin Feng also raised his eyebrows. No wonder the underworld has not occupied this place. This city is simply a place of death. Who will die? It is densely packed, and at a glance, all are gold level boss. The level is still 80, and for the gold level boss, it is already a supermodel. Qin Feng simply counted it, and there are probably billions. The boss in war has a special mechanism, at least, the blood volume is much higher. They are more difficult to deal with than the crowned arms of the same level. And these worms of hatred also attack in a special way. They do not have any attack power of their own, and rely entirely on a few skills for output. The Think of Hatred skill is undoubtedly the core skill, which can stimulate the dark side of people's hearts and take percentage damage. Evil Parasite skill is very rogue. As long as the unit is killed, it can become a new worm of hatred. No wonder there are so many monsters here. I think they are all the troops of the previous intruders. Percent blood loss. Even if the powerhouses of the underworld come, I am afraid they will feel the scalp tingling. But Qin Feng was really addicted to watching it. Is there such a good thing? Several skills of Insect of Hate. All in the form of debuff. With the aura of purification, it is completely ineffective for him. They are all here to send battle points. Such a boss, please add hundreds of millions more. Thinking of this, Qin Feng put on a face of justice. Irene, the monsters here are too evil, let's clean them up. Just to my liking. Aaron nodded in appreciation. The monsters here are too weird, especially the Evil Parasite skill, which is really abnormal. If it circulates to the war continent, the consequences are unimaginable. She also took a deep breath and started the attack directly with the troops. Shish. The elves wielded bows and arrows. Numerous arrows quickly hit their twisted bodies. Immediately, numerous damage figures are also emerging. Minus 193 W. Minus 206 W. Minus 202 W. Not to mention the Insect of Hatred, the blood volume and resistance are still extremely high. Although it is only a gold level boss, the boss in the secret realm cannot be treated with common sense. The blood volume directly came to a terrifying 69 billion, and the defense and magic resistance were also high. Even Qin Feng, the damage dealt has been reduced a lot. Mainly they do not belong to the soul body, and the true damage bonus brought by Netherworld Orb is invalid for them. However, the Insects of Hatred did not pose any threat to Qin Feng, so he just didn't bother to take his place and let Irene stand up with them. After a few seconds, under the sputtering effect of the halo, the worm of hatred has fallen down a large area, and the L burst into a puddle of stench and pitch-black liquid. The sound of the system kept ringing in his ears. Ding dong, your troops successfully killed the Beast of Hatred, Gold Boss, and gained 80,000 experience points. Ding dong, you triggered the Supreme Experience Aura LV 10,000, and your troops gained 800 million experience points. A series of system sounds rang out. Qin Feng rubbed his ears and didn't pay attention to the system's prompts for the time being. Instead, he looked at their corpses, and a lot of things exploded on them. He also took it easy. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV2000 and got the loot Fruit of Hatred Gold Level *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV2000 and got the loot Stand of Hatred Gold *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot Gold Coins 780W. The loot that burst out can only be said to be okay. For equipment or something, Qin Feng just glanced at it and threw it into his backpack. Gold level, really nothing to see. At this time, his attention was also focused on Fruit of Hatred. This is a kind of strange fruit that is completely dark and shrouded in a sticky mist. The kind that jumps and jumps in the hand. Qin Feng is also checking the attributes. Fruit of Hatred. Explanation. The fruit condensed from the original hatred, and the unstable creatures will be affected by the emotions and lose their senses. Grade 1. Grade. Gold. Effect. Intermediate units and below will be transformed into hatred monsters, which will last forever. Effective for 100W units at most. Quote exclamation mark exclamation mark exclamation mark quote. This fruit of hatred. It's outrageous. The effect is simple and rude, directly turning your troops into hate monsters. The so-called hate monster. Just like these worms of hatred in front of them, their hearts are completely eroded by hatred. Without any reason, they will attack all creatures around them. When the troops become such monsters, it will naturally become a mess. Although this thing has limitations, at least at this stage, 13 is still very powerful. More importantly, a lot. If one can explode 2000, and kill the hundreds of millions of hateful insects in front of you. Isn't it hundreds of billions? This Nima. In the future, we will go to war and wash our face directly with the ugly fruit. The opposing troops turned into evil monsters in minutes. How does this play? Moreover, these hateful insects are not without high grades. I just don't know, will a higher grade Fruit of Hatred burst out? Thinking of this, Qin Feng also started to clear the monsters. After an hour, countless arrows burst out again, and at the same time, the last worm of hatred also slowly fell. Qin Feng is also out of breath. But it's finally over. Clearing monsters for a long time. Qin Feng's past life has long been a common practice, but this is the first time in this life. He also counted his gains. Among the worms of hatred that were killed, the highest level was epic, killing nearly 100,000 worms. Millions of purple gold. The rest are all gold. At this time, he also continued to pick up the equipment on the ground. Before, I had a lot of corpses, and I was too lazy to pick them up. Anyway, the corpses of the boss will stay for 24 hours, and they are not afraid to refresh and disappear. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV2000 and got the loot Fruit of Hatred Gold Level *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV2000 and got the loot Evil Mask Gold Level *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV2000 and got the booty Frost Boots Gold Level *2000. Ding dong, you have triggered Asia. Ding dong, Universe Announcement. The human player Tyrant has successfully collected all the gold level equipment. As the first player in the universe to light up the gold level equipment map, hereby reward, Prestige plus 1000W, title Equipment Master Gold Class. The rumbling cosmic announcement rang 5 times before it landed. The entire universe was stunned. What's the situation? Someone got all the gold gear. This is really unheard of. Who is so lazy? I'm rubbing it. I have this effect after collecting all the equipment. 1000W reputation value, jerk. Ah, why does this ID look familiar? It's a student in the human novice zone. Nima, a rookie has collected all the gold level equipment. Are you kidding me? It turns out that there will be rewards for collecting all equipment of the same rank. Everyone, I'm welcome to collect the rewards of artifacts. It's stupid upstairs. For a time, the universe is also lively. You must know that all the gold level equipment, just think about it, it is an extremely terrifying number. It takes so much effort to collect them all. Moreover, it is not just as simple as collecting them. Also have to be in the backpack at the same time. What a huge backpack. At the same time, this is the first time in the universe to collect all of them. No one knew before that there would be a reward for collecting all the equipment of a rank. Many bigwigs also suddenly became interested. If you collect all the purple gold rank, epic rank. Is there a reward too? Novice zone. Protoss region. Boom. With a painful roar, a huge green Tauren also fell to the ground. But the girl who succeeded in defeating the boss did not have any joy. The girl's exquisite face was full of unwillingness. She also clenched her pink fist. He killed a purple gold level boss by himself, he had exhausted his strength, and the troops suffered heavy casualties. The tyrant actually gathered all the gold level equipment. The gap. But it's too big. Tyrant, I'll catch up with you. The first race in the universe is still our Protoss. And Qin Feng was also a little confused. He didn't expect that this wave would actually gather all the gold level equipment. But hundreds of millions of gold level bosses came down. He did burst out countless gold level equipment. He is also checking his new title. Equipment Master. Description. Your equipment is already staggering. Grade. Gold. Grade 1. Effect. All equipment effect plus 20%. This title, the attribute is quite good. The effect is simple and rude, directly increasing the equipment effect by 20%. In other words, the original increase of 100 points of intelligence has become an increase of 120 points. Originally a skill hit 100 points of damage, became 120 points. It can be said that the improvement is not small. Especially the higher grade equipment, the improvement is even greater. If nothing else, it's just Qin Feng's Heart of Elements which can now increase the damage of fire attribute by 100%, directly to 600%. This is delicious. At this moment, the rumbling sound of the system suddenly sounded. Ding dong, warning. Pluto has paid attention to the situation here, he is about to send a clone to come, please prepare for battle. Ding dong, warning. Qin Feng was also surprised when the system sound fell. Nima, Pluto is coming. Even Irene looked pale with fright. Pluto, you can tell how powerful he is from the name. It is rumored that he is a terrifying powerhouse who has been famous for tens of thousands of years. Although he is also at the divine profound level, he is not comparable to a rubbish like the fire goddess. I am afraid that the goddess of flames has returned to its heyday, and she was still stabbed to death by a finger of Hades. How could such a terrifying character come here? What is this secret place hiding? And Hades specializes in soul magic. If he was killed, it was really dead. The soul cannot return to Blue Star at all. However, Qin Feng is not in despair either, what Hades sent was just a clone. Another battle, less than a few minutes. Boom. Invisible terrifying fluctuations instantly enveloped the entire space. Suddenly, an extremely tall and terrifying figure with a height of dozens of meters appeared above the secret realm. His body released an extremely violent coercion. An extremely rich ominous light was released from the purple-black armor. Qin Feng lost a reconnaissance technique. Pluto clone. Explanation. A terrifying powerhouse from ancient times, who holds the strongest soul magic in the world, suffered a loss with the Angel King thousands of years ago, and is still recovering. Level 500. Rank Shenshuan First Order, Ontology Shenshuan Ninth Order. Attack, Defense, Life Value, Skill. Pluto's attributes are also simple and rude. Although there is only a clone in front of me, but the level has reached level 500. You must know that the accepted common sense of the universe is, the full level is 200. Of course, everyone also knows that there are props and methods to break through the level cap. But level 500, still a little scary. For other attributes, Qin Feng's level is too low, so naturally he can't view it. At this time, Pluto also snorted softly. Immediately. Ding dong, you have obtained Trembling LV300. Ding dong, you triggered the highest purification aura LVMAX, and released the Trembling LV300 state. As soon as Hades appeared, all Qin Feng's troops received a level 300 tremor buff. Hit this buff. Movement speed minus 100%, attack speed minus 100%, it can be said that all resistance is lost. However, the cool brilliance fell, and it was still instantly purified. Pluto also opened his eyes slightly. It seems that this human still has some means. He then said coldly, humans, allegiance to me, or, after you die, are forced to serve me. Qin Feng was taken aback. Nima, does this make any difference? What? Pluto suddenly screamed in surprise. His eyes were also interestingly looking at the heart of elements on Qin Feng's wrist. Judging from the fluctuations, it is stronger than a divine weapon. Is it a holy weapon? Thinking of this, his heart was also a little hot. The holy glory tool, even if it is him, is a little longing. But he hasn't had time to speak yet. A hot and terrifying fiery red flame suddenly appeared out of thin air, sweeping the entire space. The temperature of the flame was extremely high, and cracks like spider webs appeared in the burned space. Then, boom, 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 the explosion sounded so violently that the sky and the earth paled instantly. The ground of the entire secret realm shook violently. The rumbling cosmic announcement suddenly sounded again. Ding dong, announcement from the universe. The human player tyrant severely damaged Pluto and dropped to the 8th level of Shenshuan. He has closed all the passages to the underworld, and players cannot go to the underworld for the time being. Ding dong, the cosmic announcement falls. The entire universe became extremely silent again. As if someone pressed the mute button. After a few seconds, the chat channel resumed the liveliness. Pluto, I read that right, WDNMD. This is too outrageous, isn't it? Someone can hit Pluto. Pluto is the 9th rank of Shenshuan, and was severely injured by a human being. All go, you say, is this tyrant a trumpet of the will of the heavens? This time, it completely shocked the entire universe. Pluto's name is still too terrifying, even if it is stronger than the gods and demons, seeing Pluto is still a headache. He was hit hard by a human novice. This is incredible. But, as the enemy of the entire war continent, the underworld has offended many people on weekdays. Countless good camps, and even the powerhouses who have always maintained neutrality, are in a good mood. Ha ha ha, the grandson of Hades also has today. He attacked my believers last time, and now I have a fight with you, do you dare? I'm dying of laughter. No way, I can laugh for 100 years in the hands of a human being. Hee, I'm going to put today into my teachings. Today is our church's carnival day. This little guy is a bit interesting, even the Hades was injured, I don't know what method he used. Hee, a tyrant, are you willing to join my sister's church? It's fun for you. In the underworld, puff, on the throne that was burning with invisible flames, Hades spit out a mouthful of blood. It was said to be blood, but what spit out was a rich purple-black energy. His breath shriveled in an instant. Nima, this human, will he play a big move as soon as you come up? Even if it was him, suddenly, although he used the life-saving skills, the clone was directly destroyed. This clone, but it cost him a lot of divine power. Sudden death, even he lost a lot of power. The realm has dropped directly to the 8th level of Shenshuan. You must know that in the battle with the Angel King, he did not drop any rank. Moreover, the other party is actually a level 20 human. What a shame, he also said coldly. Tyrant, human, I remember you. In Qin Feng's ear, the system was still ringing. Ding dong, you use the skill core release of Elemental Heart and Fire Core has lost all effects for 7 days. Ding dong, you killed Pluto. Zhao triggered Supreme Experience Aura LV 10,000 and gained 100 billion experience points. Ding dong, you triggered the highest experience aura LV 10,000 and your troops gained 1,000 trillion experience points. Ding dong, it is detected that all your units have reached full level. The current experience value has been converted into proficiency. The current proficiency, 5,013 trillion 10,000 trillion cold. Ding dong, you and the Force Underworld will have a permanent -200 favorability, and they will launch endless attacks on your territory. Please pay attention. Ding dong, Angel King is very interested in you. Maybe there is a hidden mission. Ding dong, Goddess of Dawn is very interested in you. Maybe there is a hidden mission. Ding dong, Goddess of Light is very interested in you. Maybe there is a hidden mission. Ding dong, a series of sounds from the system in his ears fell, and Qin Feng let out a long breath. Killed, he looked at the corpse of Pluto that had been burned to ashes on the ground, and his heart was also relieved. Ha ha, what about Hades, wasn't he killed in seconds? Core release, so terrifying. Facing the terrifying Pluto, Qin Feng was too lazy to talk to him, and directly released the highest explosive skill of Elemental Heart at this stage. Fire core will lose its functionality for a few days, but it is definitely worth it compared to receiving it. However, being able to succeed this time, the underworld orb has done a great job. Otherwise, Hades had already activated the life-saving skills before, and once Qin Feng used his skills, Hades might not have taken any blood away. True damage, YYDS. At this time, Qin Feng didn't think much about it and just grabbed it. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot Underworld Mystery Shenzhen level *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot the Highest Magical Knowledge Book Shenzhen level *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot Underworld Alchemy Tool Shenzhen grade *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot Netherfire Cultivation Field Shenshuan grade *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot Underworld Orb Shenzhen grade *2000. Countless artifacts entered into the account. Qin Feng was in a good mood. Divine Profound level equipment. It is really rare, anyone can be snapped up by the entire universe. Qin Feng opened the backpack to check. First of all, it is a strange prop shrouded in dark purple mist, without any entity at all, more like an ethereal mist. Maze of the Underworld. Explanation. From the terrifying and mysterious realm in the depths of the underworld, it is rumored that Pluto obtained it by accident when he traveled in the outer universe 10,000 years ago, and the source of power is the same as that of the Palace of Pluto. Grade 1. Rank. Shenshuan First Order. Type. Territory props. Requirements for use. Territory level is greater than or equal to level 20. Uncharted range. 30 W yards. Mana consumption per second. 30 W. Attributes. 1. The mystery of the underworld. Effect. Within the range of the mysterious realm, the 5 senses of individual units below the first rank of Shenshuan, and the arms below the crown rank are confused, and any information on the territory cannot be viewed. Randomly get chaos, weakness, fear, shock, escape buffs every second. 2. Erosion of the underworld. Effect. Within the range of the maze, all enemies receive damage equal to 1% of their maximum health per second. The highest is valid for Shenshuan First Order units. 3. Spirit of the Underworld. Effect. When all enemy units within the range of the maze are killed, they will not be able to be resurrected and will be transformed into corresponding soul bodies to assist in the battle. The soul body has 20% of the attack of the body, has the characteristics of the soul body, and has a permanent survival time. Durability. 99,999 trillion, 99,999 trillion. Divine Profound Territory items. Compared with ordinary props, territory props are obviously more rare. Qin Feng remembered that the entire human race seemed to have only one Shenshuan-level territorial item. This item was naturally regarded as a treasure by the entire Terran, and was placed in the city where the Terran Federation headquarters was located. But on Qin Feng's side, he got a full 2,000 pieces directly. And this underworld mystery, the attributes are equally strong and outrageous. The first skill is a defensive skill, but the mechanism is very special. As long as they invade Qin Feng's territory, they will receive various debuffs. This skill is most effective for individuals below the first rank of Shenshuan and arms below the crown rank. Not to mention the novice continent, even in the main world, there are very few people who can ignore this skill BDCF. The second skill is the damage skill. If activated, all enemies within 30 W yards around Qin Feng's territory will lose 1% of their health per second. Percent blood loss. If it is combined with the first skill, it is simply unreasonable. What's more, after the enemy's troops die, they will be permanently transformed into a soul body. This is the first time Qin Feng has seen such outrageous skills. While annihilating the enemy troops, you can also replenish your own troops, so that the enemy is still playing a fart. Immediately after, a lilac quaint magic book. The most advanced magic knowledge book, Shenzhen level. Description. The highest level of magical knowledge from the Royal Mage Association of the Underworld, which can only be read by those with the highest authority. It records all the known knowledge in the underworld. Grade 1. Grade. Shenshuan 9th grade. Effect. Learn all the known magic of the underworld below the 9th level. Requirements for use. Mage profession above level 150, intelligence greater than 15W. Seeing the information of this magic book, Qin Feng's eyes widened. Magic books, in the game War, are already very rare. Generally speaking, only books that integrate multiple skills can be called magic books. This magic book records all magic below the 9th order. This is beyond Qin Feng's understanding. Although it is only the magic known to the underworld, the accumulation of the underworld, at least compared to the human skill map, it is still countless times more perfect. And the use of this magic book is still very demanding. Level 150. I'm afraid there aren't many in the entire Blue Star. Moreover, it actually requires a full 150,000 intelligence points. Rao is Qin Feng, and now even a fraction is not enough. For Qin Feng, it was another matter. With the Supreme Master Halo, he directly ignores all usage requirements, whether it is equipment or props. He used it directly. Ding dong, you have used the highest level of soul magic knowledge, Shenzan level. Ding dong, you have learned the skill, Frost Prison. Ding dong, you have learned the skill, Frost Art. Ding dong, you have learned the skill, Blessing of the Breeze. Ding dong, the sound of the system kept ringing. Qin Feng directly turned off the sound of the system. His skill bar suddenly had countless more skills. After a few minutes, the sound of the system finally stopped. Qin Feng hurriedly checked the skill bar. Hiss. Nima. In this wave, more than 500 skills have been added to Qin Feng's skill column. This is a bit too scary. Then, there are several special buildings. Qin Feng is also checking. Underworld Alchemy Tool, Shenzan Grade. Explanation. In the underworld, the alchemy equipment specially used for smelting has been perfected by countless underworld alchemists, and has a very high bonus to alchemy. Grade 1. Rank. Shenshuan First Order. Effect. 1. Time required for alchemy minus 80%. 2. The medicine below the first rank of Shenshuan must be successfully cultivated, and the quality is fixed at the highest. 3. Alchemy receipts plus 200%. Seeing the information about the underworld alchemist, Qin Feng also felt that it was a little too perverted. As expected of a divine level. In War, there are naturally many deputies. Alchemy is naturally one of the more popular ones. The function is also very important for Qin Feng, it can make various medicines. And this alchemy tool, for the majority of alchemists, is definitely a peerless divine tool that they dream of. The 3 attributes are extremely useful. The first one directly reduces the alchemy time by 80%. You must know that alchemy is still time-consuming, and some high-grade potions may even take days or even a month. Not necessarily successful in the end. And the second article solves this problem and directly increases the success rate of the potions below the first rank of Shenshuan. This is very abnormal, which means, as long as you can learn the corresponding refining formula, you can refine at 100%. And, with the aura of the Supreme Being, Qin Feng directly ignored the learning requirements of the alchemy formula. That is to say, as long as the potion is below the Shenshuan level, Qin Feng can make it by himself. Thinking of this, Qin Feng also took a deep breath. It seems that I have to find a working man quickly. Finally, it is a special building for farming. Nether Fire Cultivation Field, Shenzan Class. Description. The special cultivation field from the underworld has been cultivated by countless underworld mages, and the soil is particularly suitable for crop growth. Grade 1. Rank. Shenshuan First Order. Effect. 1. Crop maturity time minus 80%. 2. After the crops are mature, the grade is +1, and the quantity is plus 500%. 3. Crop growth ignores all diseases and all climatic influences. In War, farming elements are actually very important. After all, in a war, all kinds of resources are burned. But well, Qin Feng has too many resources, so he gave up farming. And this Nether Fire Cultivation Field, Shenzan Grade, is undoubtedly a farming artifact. In addition to crops that can be converted into food resources, there are also some special crops. For example, various medicinal materials, various special bonus cash crops. If combined with advanced recipes, the overall bonus is still considerable. In the middle and late stages of the game, it is absolutely standard for all large forces to have a delicious meal before fighting. Moreover, Qin Feng's territorial item, Flame Shell, also reduces the growth cycle of crops. If the two are superimposed, the crops will not mature too quickly. In the end, there are countless divine profound level underworld orbs. Qin Feng also looked at attributes poorly. Underworld orb. Explanation. The innate treasure bred in the special environment of the underworld has a terrifying suppressive force on the soul body. There are a total of 10 in the entire universe, 3 of which were accidentally obtained by Hades, and 2 of them were decomposed and made into countless low-grade underworld beads, which were used to improve the subordinates' suppression of the soul body. Grade 1. Grade. Shenshuan 9th grade. Type. Special equipment. Effect. 1. All units reduce the damage they receive from soul units by 90%. 2. 90% of the damage of all units to the soul body is converted into real damage. This. Qin Feng also did not expect that there are only 10 orbs of the underworld at the divine level, in the entire universe. But, with Advanced Harvest Halo LV-2000, he got 2000 directly. The Halo system is so terrifying, it actually breaks the limit of the universe directly. If all of them are fused and absorbed, what will happen? Qin Feng didn't hesitate and started synthesizing directly. Ding dong, you are about to consume Underworld Orb, Shenzhen level *100 to synthesize. *1, do you want to confirm? Ding dong, Underworld Orb, Shenzhen level, is extremely rare, please choose carefully. Qin Feng raised his eyebrows, but he couldn't see the synthetic object. It's also very simple to think about. To synthesize it, a full 100 divine profound level underworld orbs are needed. But there are only 10 in the entire universe, and they are combined into a fart. I am afraid that even the will of the heavens is also stunned, right? He took a deep breath and said firmly, confirm. Ding dong, synthesis failed. Ding dong, synthesis failed. Ding dong, the synthesis is successful. You have obtained the bright underworld orb, holy glory. Quote. Done. Qin Feng's eyes were filled with joy. After spending a full 1110 divine profound level underworld orbs, the synthesis was finally successful. In his hand, a small bead with lavender light suddenly appeared. Compared with the Shenshuan level, it is even more bizarre and heart-wrenching. Bright underworld orb. Explanation. A powerful item that should not exist in this universe, synthesized from hundreds of Shenshuan level underworld orbs. It has absolute repressive power over the soul body in the universe. Grade 1. Rank. Shengyao First Order. Type. Special equipment. Effect. 1. All units are immune to the damage of the soul body. 2. All units deal 100% true damage to the soul body. This. Seeing the properties of the dazzling underworld orb, Qin Feng also took a breath. Is this Nima a holy glory item? The attributes are too supermodel, right? Directly reduce 100% of the damage of the soul body, and cause 100% of the true damage to the soul body. That is to say, even if Pluto's real body ran over, Qin Feng would not be injured at all. Thinking of this, Qin Feng also shook his head regretfully. It's a pity that the grandson of Hades runs fast, and by the way, all roads leading to the underworld are blocked. Otherwise, go directly to his hometown. At this time, Qin Feng also counted the harvest. He breathed a sigh of relief. This wave cannot be said to be a prophet, it can only be said to be a bloody prophet. Thank you Pluto for the warmth. At this moment, the sound of the system suddenly sounded. Ding dong, it is detected that Hades has shrunk the underworld. The original mechanism and monsters of the secret realm have all changed, and it will be forced to end soon. Ding dong, your secret realm score is being evaluated, please be patient. Ding dong, the evaluation is over, your secret realm score is SSS. Ding dong, congratulations, you have cleared the Doomsday level secret realm underworld fissure, you have obtained the ownership of this secret realm, and weekly output, Tower of Netherfire, Shenzhen *1, Tower of Netherfire, Legendary *2. Tower of Netherfire, Epic *4. Ding dong, you have cleared the Doomsday secret realm, and the output reward for each, July 10th, week will be increased by 5 times. Ding dong, you have triggered the Supreme Secret Realm Reward Halo LV 7000, and the weekly output increases 35,000 times. Tower of Netherfire, Shenzhen level *35,000, Tower of Netherfire, legendary level *70,000, Tower of Netherfire, epic *14W. Ding dong, this week's Secret Realm output has been issued, please pay attention to check it. Ding dong, universe announcement. Human player Tyrant has cleared the Doomsday level Secret Realm Underworld Rift alone. As the first player in the entire universe to clear the Doomsday level Secret Realm, this reward is hereby: Lucky Point plus 500, Prestige Value plus 7500, Netherfire Altar Miracle Building X1. The rumbling cosmic announcement fell. The whole universe is restless again. I rub it, Doomsday level Secret Realm. Why is it a single player clearance? Hey, you actually got a miracle building. You know, a miracle building on the market can sell tens of thousands of trillions of gold coins. Our race doesn't even have a single miracle building. How many times did the Tyrant trigger the Cosmos announcement in a day? It seems to be really strong. I don't know what moves the gods and demons have. Different races in the universe think differently. But without exception, after seeing the reward, the collective is just lemon, not sour. If they knew that there was already a miracle building in Qin Feng's territory, I'm afraid it will directly sour to death. Hiss. A series of system sounds fell. Rao is Qin Feng, and he can't help but take a breath. The income of the Secret Realm is really outrageous. There are almost countless defense towers in his backpack. There are only 35,000 seats of the Shenshuan level. You must know that in the human race, even some big guilds and big forces can have a legendary defense tower, which is regarded as a treasure. At the same time, having a legendary defense tower is also a means to deter the enemy. Most people just walk around. Divine profound level. I don't even dare to think about it. This is still a weekly output. In other words, Qin Feng can have a full 140,000 Shenshuan level defense towers in 1 month. Although the Secret Realm was cleared, Qin Feng was not forced to teleport out of the map. On the contrary, an extremely viscous and substantive terror and hatred suddenly appeared in the city. Just feel, the whole body is like falling into the ice cave, the deep hatred, cold into the soul. Qin Feng looked around, and in the center of the city, a huge figure with a height of more than 10 meters suddenly appeared. It looks more like a strange dark shadow, and has no entity. Seeing Qin Feng, a very sharp and harsh sound came from its mouth. Hate, revenge. Qin Feng's heart was also beating wildly, and he quickly lost an investigative technique. Soul of vengeance. Explanation. The terrifying soul body that was born after the gathering of endless hatred swept the entire underworld when it appeared, and after swallowing trillions of soul bodies, it once reached the holy glory level, and was then sealed here by Hades and many god-level powerhouses. Grade. Attack. Defense. Life value. Skill. This is. Even Qin Feng, his eyes widened at this time, his face incredulous. Nima, a holy monster, and Irene, who was on the side, was naturally stunned at this time. You must know that in the entire universe, there are only a handful of holy glory levels. Up to now, it has only survived in legends, and even the Starlight Knights have not been recorded much. Qin Feng took a deep breath and said, the underworld is forced to extract other people's soul power, but the hatred left by these soul bodies has all gathered here. Irene nodded and said solemnly, over time, such a monster has formed. At this time, the effect of the seal in front of him is still there, and the spirit of vengeance is frantically attacking the altar. The remaining magical energy formed various filaments, which kept swaying in the air. The choice in front of Qin Feng is also very simple. Either run away, either find a way to reseal the spirit of vengeance, or completely break the seal. Qin Feng pondered for a while, and his eyes flashed fiercely, ready to let the troops continue to focus on the fire and seal. Aaron was shocked. You're going to let it out? Qin Feng nodded. With the bright underworld orb there, it can't hurt us at all, and the object of its revenge is the underworld and the soul body. But Aaron was still a little confused. Spirit of vengeance. It's not a good thing at first glance. If it is released, it may cause a crisis in the entire universe. And Qin Feng, there is only cold in my heart. A crisis for the entire universe. Kill him. He is not a virgin, on the contrary, the spirit of vengeance can be used to make a big fuss. He said sternly. Irene, the power of Hades has dissipated, and the seal will be lifted sooner or later. We now have the holy glory level underworld orb, and we may be able to destroy it permanently. Hearing this, Irene's beautiful eyes widened slightly. It turns out, I was blaming Qin Feng by mistake. Faced with such a terrifying existence, his first thought was to reseal it. And Qin Feng actually wants to solve it completely. This ideological awareness is not even a little bit worse. Thinking of this, she also felt guilty for her previous thoughts. Qin Feng, he is clearly a hero who thinks about the universe and even sacrifices himself. Qin Feng would definitely laugh out loud if he knew what Irene's little head had come up with. The reason why he dared to release the spirit of vengeance is also very simple. The other party is the soul body. With the holy glory level underworld orb, it couldn't hurt him at all. If it weren't for this, he would have already run away with the troops. At this time, he looked at the magic circle in front of him. It really deserves to be a magic circle jointly produced by Hades and several Shenxuan-level powerhouses, and it actually has a regeneration function. Although he had destroyed the troops before, but in such a short period of time, the magic circle actually repaired a lot of itself. Qin Feng snorted coldly and let the troops do it directly. Shish! Countless arrows hit the magic circle. Immediately, the dazzling magic light in the magic circle shook for a while. Roar! Accompanied by the harsh roar, the volume of the soul of vengeance suddenly became larger. The dark body seemed to devour all the light in the space. After a few seconds, boom! After another wave of attacks fell, the magic circle suddenly exploded with 13 extremely terrifying explosions. At the same time, Qin Feng was instantly enveloped in a real horror atmosphere. The sound of the system suddenly sounded. Ding dong, warning. After revenge has completely broken the seal, please evacuate in time. Ding dong, warning. Ding dong, soul of vengeance release the skill think of hatred on you, and you got fear LV 5000. Ding dong, soul of vengeance release the skill flame of vengeance on you, and you will die permanently after death. Ding dong, soul of vengeance release the skill vengeance parasite on you, and you got parasite LV 5000. Qin Feng was instantly covered with black lines. In an instant, Qin Feng lost countless skills by the spirit of vengeance. His status bar immediately added a row of debuffs. Fortunately, the cold radiance of the purification halo fell from the sky, and all the debuff disappeared instantly. And this time, the huge body of the spirit of vengeance had already come to Qin Feng at an incredible speed. Its body has no entity, it is more like a wriggling black mist. Then, brush, countless attacks fell on Qin Feng's body. There are countless Chinese characters on Qin Feng's head. Immunity, 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 a time. The spirit of vengeance was also stunned. He and Qin Feng stared at each other with big eyes. Its intelligence does not seem to be very high, and it does not seem to understand why its attacks are ineffective. And Qin Feng hurriedly threw a reconnaissance technique on it. Soul of vengeance. Explanation. The terrifying soul body born after the gathering of infinite hatred swept the entire underworld when it appeared, and after swallowing trillions of soul bodies, it once reached the holy light level, ready to continue to implement revenge. Level 200. Rank Legend first rank, original Shengyao first rank. Attack, defense, life value, skills, vengeful parasite, psionic devouring, thinking of hatred, vengeful flames, immortal, highest physical reduction, evil spirit aura, psionic devouring aura. The attributes of the spirit of vengeance. Qin Feng was completely invisible before, but part of it can be seen now. It seems, the perennial seal, as well as breaking the seal, has also paid a certain price. The current rank has dropped to the legendary first rank. Attack and defense value and defense are still invisible, but skills can be seen. Then, Qin Feng's mouth twitched. Nima, is it too outrageous? His eyes were focused on Flame of Vengeance. The effect of this skill is very simple. When it is released on the soul body, the blood volume is reduced by 50% per second. After death, it will turn into an insect of hatred of the same rank. There may be no restrictions in the skill description. In other words, if a skill goes down, even if it is Pluto and his old man, half of the blood will be lost every second. Isn't it? Hiccups in 2 seconds. Certainly. He has a variety of life-saving skills. Otherwise, he would have died long ago, and he would not have survived until now. And see, psionic devouring. Qin Feng took another breath of cold air. The effect of the skill is simple and rude. Flame of vengeance. After killing the soul body, it will drop soul fragments. Use this skill to devour energy. In other words, as long as you devour the soul body, you can continue to become stronger. And immortality, that's the literal meaning. The spirit of vengeance will never die. Even if the health value is cleared, it will only dissipate temporarily. At this time, Irene was also stunned by the attributes of the soul of vengeance. No wonder the Pluto had no way to take it. She hurriedly asked, Lord, what should I do? Qin Feng pondered. There was a dangerous light in his eyes. The attributes of the spirit of vengeance are too perverted. If you don't make good use of it, it's not in line with his character. He then said, let's leave first. I have a good relationship with the goddess of flames, and when I leave the secret realm, I can completely let her seal it. Irene's eyes lit up and she nodded. In fire magic, there are indeed many sealing techniques. The flame goddess is naturally the leader among the fire-type powerhouses. But, good relationship. The corners of her mouth twitched. Didn't Qin Feng kill the goddess of the flame goddess before? Are you sure the relationship is good? A very strange scene appeared. The spirit of vengeance followed Qin Feng stubbornly, constantly throwing various attacks on him. And Qin Feng, just like a normal person, still in command of the troops, walking unhurriedly. Eileen's scalp tingled as she watched beside her. Such a terrifying thing. I am afraid that in the entire universe, only Qin Feng dares to ignore it. Outside the city, countless strange shapes, like strange creatures floating in the air, have been ambushed outside the city. The previous terrorist explosion had scared them half to death. Nima, fortunately, it's not very close. If I had come 5 minutes earlier, I would be dead now. It's terrifying. This kid actually killed the clone of Lord Hades. 9. It's definitely a special mechanism inside. I'm afraid there is something special. While they were discussing, a small force slowly walked out of the city. Seeing Qin Feng's troops, their blood-red eyes lit up. I thought the other party was so powerful. The result is this army. The ones they brought are also the crowned arms, the kind that are filled with equipment, and there are tens of millions. Thinking of this, they regained their confidence. He quickly commanded countless troops to block Qin Feng. They looked at Qin Feng coldly and sneered. Boy, I don't know how you defeated Lord Hades, you must die here today. Jia, boy, there's a lot of good stuff in here, right? Hand it over. As long as you hand it over, we can make your death happy. The words fall. Qin Feng scratched his face and threw a few reconnaissance techniques at these strange creatures. Galtidas, legendary boss. Mousdal, legendary boss. Gathel Force, legendary boss. Spirit, wow. Cosmic Siphon, haha. Yeah, is handsome. Qin Feng. The opponent's lineup can be said to be very strange. The first is the 3 legendary bosses of the underworld, and countless players with strange shapes. Qin Feng took a closer look. Have to say, the opponent's lineup is still very luxurious. The 3 legendary powerhouses of the underworld are still at the 100th level, and only a handful of humans can reach this level. Then there are countless players, and they are carrying crown arms. Obviously they are all their elite troops, not to mention the level is full. The equipment column is also filled with various legendary equipment. When entering the secret realm, it was indeed said that there may be other planes connected here, so it seems that it may be the mingling world. But Qin Feng was overjoyed. And such a good thing. The so-called mingling clan was very different from the underworld. Like the humans of the Blue Star, they are outsiders to the war continent. They also entered the war continent through game equipment. However, they were captured by the underworld thousands of years ago and became a vassal race. But they are the same as the underworld creatures, but they are all soul bodies. Soul of vengeance. If you want to continue to be strong, you need to hunt down a large number of soul bodies. Did it come to your door? He didn't bother to talk nonsense with them, so he directly let the troops split to the 2 sides and make way. The 3 underworld powerhouses were stunned. What strange formation is this? But they didn't have time to think about it, and the gloomy feeling from the soul instantly enveloped them. The huge body of the spirit of vengeance has quietly floated over. The real hatred filled the entire space in an instant. The three legendary underworld powerhouses were so frightened that they almost did not dissipate directly. Impossible. How could this monster wake up? Our great Pluto took 1,000 years to seal it, how did it break open? He is just a human, how could he not be affected by this monster? The three underworld powerhouses were shocked. After a while of being elegant and easygoing, they didn't care about anything at all, and just ran away. But, it's too late. Hiss. Seeing the troops in the underworld, a series of long hoarse roars came out of the mouth of the soul of vengeance. Immediately, all the surrounding spaces were filled with extremely rich pitch-black energy. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance has released the skill boundary of vengeance and all space spells have expired. The system sound fell. Everyone's face changed. Nima, space magic has been sealed, but there is no escape. At this time, the opponent will naturally not sit still, and countless attacks have been thrown over. Qin Feng avoided it, and even yawned. Seeing this scene, the players in Mingling World were also angry. Are you arrogant, Nima? Kill. Even if I can't kill the revenge, I have to kill this ignorant boy. Then, immunity, immunity, immunity. Countless numbers appeared on the heads of Qin Feng's troops in an understatement. For a time, all the players in the Mingling World were stunned. What's the situation? However, the spirit of vengeance has moved. It held its palm slightly, and suddenly, the dark to the extreme light instantly enveloped a legendary powerhouse. Next second, his health bar instantly dropped by 50%. Everyone was stunned. Nima, what damage? You know, this is the legendary 9th Order Supreme Powerhouse. Another second. Boom. The sound of an explosion came, and the body of the underworld powerhouse suddenly burst into a dark fog. Then, a dark ugly bug slowly formed. The whole space became silent. Nima, a legendary 9th Order powerhouse, is this dead? It's okay to die, but he actually turned into a legendary worm of hatred. Qin Feng clicked his tongue as he watched the spirit of vengeance slaughter the underworld powerhouses. As expected of the existence of the holy glory, it is so terrifying. The legendary underworld powerhouse, in front of it, has no resistance at all. And this time, Qin Feng blinked, the underworld powerhouse who died before. At this moment, all kinds of colorful loot suddenly burst out on the ground. Normally, there is a protection mechanism in war. If you kill a boss, the spoils will be protected for 24 hours. But, that's for the player. The soul of vengeance is obviously not within the protection scope of the will of the heavens. Qin Feng was also quick-witted, so he stepped forward and picked it up. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV-2000 and got the loot Underworld Spear Legendary *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV-2000 and got the loot the Pearl of the Underworld Legendary *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV-2000 and got the loot Soul Fragment Legendary *2000. Cool. Although it was not killed by Qin Feng himself, there is no account of the battle point. But, the stuff that came out was pretty good. Countless legendary equipment, followed by a full 200 Zhaodas 0 Soul Fragments Legendary. He opened the backpack to check. Soul Fragment Legendary. Description. A special item that will only be produced after being hit by the Spirit of Vengeance. Flame of Vengeance. After being swallowed by the Spirit of Vengeance, you can increase your strength. Grade 1. Rank. Legend. Cold. This soul fragment is the secret of the power of the Spirit of Vengeance. It can constantly devour the soul of the soul body, and then evolve itself. But, 2,000 pieces actually exploded. Rao is Qin Feng, and he also sucked in a breath of cold air. Originally, the soul of vengeance was perverted enough, and it could continue to devour soul fragments, and even once increased to the holy level. And now, if you cooperate with Qin Feng, as long as you kill a soul body, you can explode 2,000 soul fragments. Isn't its growth rate also 2,000 times the original? Chapter 91. At this time, the two underworld powerhouses who were lucky enough to survive looked at each other, and they both saw a trace of despair in each other's eyes. The soul of vengeance is indeed the nemesis of the soul body. Today, I am afraid I will be planted here. Then, they saw Qin Feng, who was happily picking up various trophies. Nima, They trembled with rage in an instant, and their eyes almost burst into flames. This human, even if you activate the spirit of vengeance, you can still get countless loot. The two of them immediately said elegantly and easily. Boy, I can't accept it. Human, even if I die, I will definitely kill you. Qin Feng took out his ears. Can they accept? Kill him. Roar. At this time, the soul of vengeance swept Qin Feng's body again like a real hatred. Its eyes were fixed on Qin Feng, and it seemed very dissatisfied that it had snatched its spoils. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. At this time, he didn't talk too much, and suddenly took out countless soul fragments legendary grade from his backpack. He threw it directly at the spirit of vengeance. Suddenly, the sound of the system rang. Ding dong, warning. After Soul of Vengeance gets Soul Fragment, its strength will be further improved, please choose carefully. Choose carefully. It was released by Lao Su, be careful. Qin Feng didn't hesitate and kept feeding. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed Soul Fragment Legendary. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed Soul Fragment Legendary. Qin Feng's actions naturally fell into the eyes of the two underworld powerhouses. They were stunned for a moment. What's the situation? They naturally also know that the Soul of Vengeance is a terrifying existence that feeds on the soul and can grow almost infinitely. But the problem is, where did this human come from so many soul fragments? Judging from the gloss, it is all legendary. This is too outrageous BDCF, right? Just when they were in shock, Qin Feng kept throwing it away. The sound of the system kept ringing. Ding dong, warning. The rank of Soul of Vengeance has been changed to Legend 2nd rank. Ding dong, warning. The rank of Soul of Vengeance has been changed to Legend 3rd rank. Ding dong, warning. The rank of After Revenge has been changed to 1st rank of Shenshuan. Boom. With the increase in strength, the volume of the spirit of vengeance became larger again, and the color of the body became darker. The two underworld powerhouses sucked in a breath of cold air. This is a breakthrough. You must know that the gap between the legendary level and the divine level is bigger than that of humans and dogs. Is this evolution too fast? Qin Feng, on the other hand, was thoughtful. 2000 legendary rank will let the spirit of vengeance break through to the divine profound rank. If there are a few thousand more, how will it grow? Thinking of this, Qin Feng's gaze towards the players in the mingling world became dangerous. I don't know if killing them, would the soul fragments explode? Soon, Qin Feng had the answer. The soul of revenge at the profound level is obviously even more terrifying. It waved his hand lightly, and immediately, a large number of players in the dark spirit world were shrouded in pitch-black light. Its illusory palm squeezed lightly. Immediately, countless players in the spirit world suddenly exploded into a cloud of pitch-black mist. Then, boom, 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 it was accompanied by a strange explosion. A worm of hatred slowly crawled out. Qin Feng took a deep breath as he watched, and this wave directly killed thousands of players in the spirit world. The troops are even more numerous. I'm afraid there are hundreds of millions. You know, this is the crown troop. Qin Feng quickly picked up all kinds of loot on the ground. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV-2000 and got the loot Precious Iron Armor Dark Iron *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV-2000 and got the loot Soul Fragment Normal Level *2000. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Aura LV-2000 and got the loot Soul Fragment Dark Iron *2000. The sound of the system kept ringing. Qin Feng's eyes lit up, and sure enough, players in Mingling World, as soul bodies, can also explode soul fragments. But most of them are very hip. It also has to do with the quality of the players. The player's own strength is rubbish, and the soul fragments that burst out are naturally of low grade. In short, when the 6th Order Lord is reached, epic level soul fragments can be exploded, and the 9th Order Lord can explode the legendary level. And this wave, the soul fragments in Qin Feng's backpack were almost full. Certainly, most are low grade. However, mosquito legs are also meat. Qin Feng also stopped paying attention to them, but kept feeding them. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed Soul Fragment Epic. Luo. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed Soul Fragment Epic. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed. Soul Fragment Epic. Ding dong. After a few minutes, the entire secret realm map became quiet again, and only countless worms of hatred made various distorted and painful sounds. As for the remaining two legendary powerhouses, I seem to want to come over and fight Qin Feng desperately. As a result, it was treated as a mobs by the spirit of vengeance and killed instantly. In this wave, Qin Feng directly fed all the soul fragments to the soul of vengeance. However, its rank has only increased to the second rank of Shenshuan. To grow at the profound level, the soul fragments needed are undoubtedly massive. But a dangerous light flashed in Qin Feng's eyes. Since the players of the Mingling clan can appear in the secret realm, it means there is a portal connecting their territory. He glanced at the spirit of vengeance behind him. It would be a pity if we didn't attack. There was a sneer at the corner of his mouth. Mingling Ji, are you ready? Some search. 10 minutes later, Qin Feng finally found a spinning portal at the other end of the secret realm. This portal is not the one he came in. In other words, this is the portal that connects the Mingling world. Thinking of this, Qin Feng's eyes lit up. Before he came to the portal, he threw a reconnaissance technique. Portal. Description. Connected to the portal of the Mingling world, the exit will appear at random coordinates in the Mingling world. Grade 1. Durability value. 5000 W billion, 5000 W billion. Forehead. Seeing the properties of the portal, Qin Feng blinked. In this way, the location of the portal is still not fixed. He didn't think much about it, and walked in directly with the troops. Mingling world. A guild named Menghuan is concentrating on crusade against a powerful field boss. In the guild front, all the people are densely packed, the meat shield troops are in front, and the back row is a variety of output troops. The troops of the Mingling clan were mainly magic troops, and all kinds of colorful magic energy whizzed and flew past. At this time, several guild players were obviously in a good mood. Tisk tisk, we Menghuan haven't defeated such a powerful epic boss for a long time. That's right, haha, this time there will be a lot of good things. With these, we're definitely taking off. The players of the Mingling clan of dark magic are all in a good mood. Epic level bosses are still very good. If you are lucky, epic level equipment will explode, but it will instantly change the fate of a guild. Right now, boom, without any sign, a light gray portal slowly took shape. The Mingling race players were all taken aback. I say, someone is coming to grab the boss, everyone change the formation. Next moment, Qin Feng walked out slowly with the troops. Immediately, the sound of the system sounded. Ding dong, you have entered the special map Mingling Ji. This map is extremely dangerous, it is a vassal plane attached to War Continent, please be vigilant. Ding dong, as the first human player in the world to enter this map, hereby reward, plus 5000 prestige. Ding dong, the human race and the Mingling race are currently in a state of hostility, please be careful. The system sound fell, Qin Feng began to look at the scene in front of him. In the spirit world, the overall tone is gray, and there seems to be a faint mist that can never be dissipated. At this time, the players in Mingling world also discovered Qin Feng. They were all stunned, and then saw the troops behind Qin Feng. All of them are smiling. It's actually a human race. Haha, a human boy with less than 100,000 troops dares to come to my spirit world. I laughed so hard, I've seen one sent to death, but I've never seen one sent like this. Hee, although I don't know how he got into our spiritual world, he's really a little unlucky. For players in the Mingling world who have entered the War Continent and have been developing for a long time, the troops behind Qin Feng are pitifully small. Although they couldn't see the attributes of Qin Feng's troops, they still didn't take Qin Feng into their eyes. Right now, Qin Feng sneered and suddenly let the troops start attacking. Elf archers gracefully shoot arrows with bows. Shish. Under the gentle movements, countless arrows made a very sharp sound of breaking through the air. Then, boom, 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 ding dong, you killed the Mingling clan player, Menghuo Huahong, and gained 2,800 killing points and 500 human points. Ding dong, you triggered that Supreme Integral Halo LV8000, and gained 2240W killing points and 400W human points. Ding dong, your troops killed that Spirit Absorbing Scout Epic Boss triggering. It was just a round of fire, and the troops of countless underworld players were instantly wiped out. All of them were shaken by the fire of their souls, and they didn't care so much, they just ran away. Nima, what's going on with this kid? This terrifying damage ability is definitely the top 10 of the human race. Hurry up and tell the Alliance, the powerful human race has entered our spiritual world. Run away. Countless mingling clan players were frightened by Qin Feng's AoE ability. At the same time, one by one was also vomiting blood with anger. Nima, it's okay to kill their troops. You even robbed the boss. This is so irritating. At this time, Qin Feng took out his ears indifferently. These mingling clan players are weak and pitiful. The real powerhouse is not so easy to meet. In this wave, he directly killed hundreds of millions of underworld troops, and robbed their epic boss. At the same time, countless human race points were also received. He also didn't expect that human race points could trigger the point aura. The so-called human race points can only take effect in the race wars recognized by the Cosmic Alliance. The biggest effect of points is that, similar to military exploits, they can be exchanged for various rewards in the Human Race Federation. At this point, the system sounded. Ding dong, I detected that you killed too many underworld troops, which has attracted the attention of the Underworld Federation, please be vigilant. The sound of the system fell, Qin Feng didn't react, and countless light gray portals appeared around him. Next moment, the troop that was as dense as the tide walked out of the portal in an instant. Qin Feng narrowed his eyes slightly. The quality of these troops is still very high. Even the most strenuous ones are high-level arms, and many of them are even crowned arms. Moreover, the number cannot be seen at a glance, I am afraid there must be tens of billions. Qin Feng also nodded. As expected of a federation of a single race, it was possible to gather such a large-scale terrorist force in such a short period of time. 0. At this time, a soul body dressed in a bright cloth floated over in the mingling clan federation. He looked at Qin Feng contemptuously, his eyes were full of jokes and disdain. Human, who gave you the courage to dare to break into our spiritual world? I have to say, you are already very strong, and you can actually set foot on our land, but you have stopped here. My spiritual race federation will never allow you to mess around. At the same time, in order to expand its influence, the Hades Federation has long projected the picture into the channel of the Cosmic Alliance. The title of the live broadcast room is also very conspicuous. The Spiritual Clan Federation abuses the Killer Clan Heavenly Ranking Powerhouse. Seeing this title, the entire universe was also taken aback. As a vassal of the underworld, the mingling tribe is naturally the representative of the evil race. The human race and the mingling race, haven't there been much friction in recent years? How did the mingling clan alliance catch the powerhouses of the human race? The people of Blue Star were naturally even more confused. Everyone was shocked. Which heavenly ranking boss is surrounded by the mingling clan? Thinking of this, everyone hurriedly clicked into the live broadcast room. The first thing I saw was the terrifying mingling clan army, which densely surrounded Qin Feng's troops. Among the billions of troops, Qin Feng's troops are extremely small. It's over. The boss is surrounded. Hey, the number of people is poor, even if the King of Heaven comes, there is no way to do it. Why did you go to the mingling world? Ah, I can't recognize it from below. Which big guy on the list is this? This figure. How does it resemble a tyrant? Tyrant, is it the genius of the Dragon Kingdom in this class of students? 9. Alas, no matter who it is, it will die prematurely. While the human players were shocked, they were naturally mourning. Right now, Qin Feng sneered. This group of ghosts thought he would break into the homeworld of other races single-handedly. At this time, he directly ordered all the troops to move out of the way. Immediately after, a huge figure as tall as a hill slowly walked out of the portal. It was as if the real hatred lowered the temperature in the space by a few points. Seeing this scene, the people in the Cosmic Live broadcast room also laughed out loud. Haha, an ugly monster, the human race is still delusional to come back. Sure enough, the human race is only capable of this, and can only rely on external forces, and its own weakness is pitiful. Masters of the human race, die for the Lord. The mingling clan is not a good thing, it's better to fight and lose both. Qin Feng naturally didn't know that he had been broadcast live to the entire universe by the Underworld Alliance. Even if he knew, he didn't care. Many forces in the cosmos do not know Soul of Vengeance on July 10th, but the Mingling Clan Federation is very familiar with it. One by one, they were horrified, and their eyes widened instantly. What the hell is that monster? Didn't the Underworld send 3 legendary powerhouses to take our Federation's elite troops to see the seal? How did this monster come out? Why haven't we received any information? Could it be that, or the 3 legendary powerhouses dead? Ah, I just joined the Alliance this year, I don't understand, is this spirit of vengeance so strong? What nonsense you are. As long as it is a soul body, it has no resistance in front of it. Compared to Lord Pluto, it was planted in its hands. The appearance of the spirit of vengeance caused chaos in the formation of the Mingling clan. Many players just want to run away. At this time, the strong men in the front ranks of the Mingling clan alliance suddenly calmed down and said, "Everyone, don't be impatient, the spirit of vengeance has just been released, and its strength is definitely not strong." The words fall. All the players in the Mingling world breathed a sigh of relief. One by one rekindled confidence. Haha, yes, it's just a spirit of vengeance. Wasn't it sealed by our father Hades? That's right, I think its strength has recovered to the most divine level, and we still have a fight. Humans are really laughing to death, a soul of vengeance, thinking that our Mingling people will be afraid. Right now, brush, a dark light flashed. -763,250 The strong men of the Mingling Clan Alliance also had a proud smile on their faces. But, a huge number popped out of his head. Next moment, his figure suddenly turned into countless jet black energies, and then turned into a twisted and ugly insect of hatred. The sudden scene made the entire battlefield quiet. The Mingling race players haven't even reacted. What happened? A few seconds passed. Only then did they look at the Underworld Federation powerhouse who had already died so much in horror. Impossible. This is the 8th Order City Lord, which is comparable to the legendary powerhouse. Much. Hey, this spirit of vengeance has killed a strong man protected by federal skills. Everyone, run away. Naturally, there was a commotion in the Mingling Clan Federation. Countless players didn't care about anything, just ran away. Qin Feng sneered. Want to run? Late, he said to the Soul of Vengeance. If you don't leave one, kill them all. The Soul of Vengeance naturally won't listen to Qin Feng's orders. However, the blood-red color flashed across its eyes. Then, it was as dark as a real light that instantly enveloped the entire sky. Next moment, boom, 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 the dark terrifying energy instantly swept the entire space. The originally dim spirit world was instantly enveloped by a dark light. The huge army front of the Mingling clan disintegrated in an instant. Even Qin Feng was taken aback by the speed at which Soul of Vengeance was clearing monsters. Going down with one skill, actually killed nearly 10 billion troops. Shouldn't it be so outrageous? At this time, he didn't think much about it, but picked up the loot that exploded. There are countless soul fragments to start with. Qin Feng also used it directly without hesitation. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed Soul Fragment Legendary. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance successfully absorbed Soul Fragment Legendary. Ding dong, warning, the rank of Soul of Vengeance has been changed to Shenzhen 3rd rank. Ding dong, warning, the rank of Soul of Vengeance has been changed to Shenzhen 4th rank. Boom. Accompanied by the energy of billions of soul fragments, the aura of the spirit of vengeance has risen steadily, and it has soared directly to the 4th rank of Shenzhen. The players of the Mingling clan were shivering under the pressure and couldn't breathe at all. One by one they were desperate. Suddenly, there was a commotion in the racial chat channel. I rub it. Everyone, look at your level. WDNMD. How did Lao Su's level get reset? What? How is this possible? The devil. This vengeful spirit is the devil. A time, the entire Mingling world was wailing. Those Mingling clan players who were killed by the Soul of Vengeance all had their eyes wide open, and their faces were full of shock. Their level, no matter what it is directly reset to 0. Among them, the one with the most pale face was the 8th Order Lord of the Underworld Alliance. The so-called 8th Order Lord, that is, the terrifying powerhouse who has completed the task of the 8th Order Lord. But this does not affect the new skill it comprehends, soul corrosion. The effect is simple and rude. No matter how many levels you have, just clear it. At this time, he could clearly feel that his power had completely disappeared. At the same time, the sound of the system suddenly sounded. Ding dong, due to soul corrosion, your level has been cleared, and you will not be able to level up until you kill Soul of Vengeance. Ding dong, your level is too low, Villiers A level is at risk of rebellion, please be vigilant. Ding dong, your level is too low, Villiers A level has rebelled and is ready to overthrow your rule. Puff, the sound of the system fell, and the strong man of the mingling clan spit out a mouthful of blood. The spirit of vengeance, too cruel. You know, he is a strong man who has been famous for hundreds of years. On weekdays, he has a high weight, and he is a prominent figure in the entire universe. Now the level is directly reset to 0. This means, all his status, territory, money, beauty, will be lost because of this. Thinking of this, his eyes darkened and he fainted. Might as well kill him. The same system prompt also appeared in the ears of the mingling race players. They all looked sluggish. Done. It's all over. As long as vengeful spirits are alive, their level will be fixed at level 0 forever. This level. But as a very special number. You must know that players who enter war for the first time are at level 1. Level 0 is really unheard of. Certainly, as long as they kill Soul of Vengeance, they can at least continue to level up. But, such a monster, can you really beat it? Just when the mingling race players fell into panic, a majestic voice resounded through the sky like thunder. Enough, human, I have written down everything you did to my spiritual clan. You humans, prepare to pay the price. When the voice fell, the entire mingling clan was stunned. Then, all cheered. Wow, this is our Minjiki coming. This is our #1 powerhouse of the spiritual clan. He is here, we are saved. Ha ha ha, human, wait to die. On Qin Feng's side, he frowned slightly as he looked at the mingling clan man who was slowly descending from the sky. On his head is an ID. Qin Feng still knows this ID. The first powerhouse of the mingling clan. In the previous war between the human race and the underworld race, I don't know how many human beings died under his hands. I am afraid that the person who was killed directly by him must have a 7-digit number. Back then, with the help of the goddess of the earth, the human race was able to defeat him with the crowd tactics. And his body was still shrouded in gray fog. However, it released an extremely terrifying coercion. Even if he is a player, Qin Feng can feel that his strength is probably stronger than that of ordinary Shenshuan level powerhouses. Not to mention, he also brought countless troops that released the breath of terror. Just from the mysterious atmosphere and the cold murderous feeling, you can know that they are all gods. The appearance of Mingyi naturally attracted the attention of the entire universe. You must know that he is one of the best in the universe, and even as powerful as the Protoss and demons, he would not dare to underestimate him. The number of people in the live broadcast room soared instantly. In the blink of an eye, a terrifying 12-digit number came. Fortunately, the live broadcast system of war was done directly by the will of the heavens, otherwise, with just this level of people, the server in the live broadcast room would collapse instantly. Tisk tisk, is this the style of the #1 master of the mingling clan? Too strong. This wave of my stone clan's brainless buying, Mingyi Wan, did you guys bet against me? Gambling, why are you not stealing money? Even if the strongest human being comes, it is not Mingyi's opponent. Hey, how come hundreds of millions of gods are coming directly? It's too fierce, isn't it? The mingling clan really shouldn't be underestimated. Among the vassals in the underworld, they should be the strongest, right? It's hard to say, but well, it must be stronger than the human race. The barrage in the live broadcast room kept floating. Although the mingling clan had been defeated before, they were all frightened by the strength of the spirit of vengeance. But now, no one is optimistic about Qin Feng. No matter what race it is, at this time it is determined that Qin Feng is definitely not Mingyi's opponent. Human beings are still too weak in the universe, whether in terms of accumulation or strength, they are indeed inferior to the mingling clan. Qin Feng also smiled disdainfully. Divine level. God's army. There is a fart. He waved his hand gently and said to the Soul of Vengeance, kill it. As soon as the words came out, The entire live room was stunned for a second. Then, a burst of laughter broke out in an instant, and the barrages also floated past. Ha ha ha, isn't this human being scared? It's still, kill it, he talks so much, we'll see how ugly he will die later. 5. This is human beings, alas, sitting in the well and looking at the sky with no one in sight. But, brush, another dark light flashed across the sky. Like swallowing all the light in the world, the light in the entire space is dark. The illusory palm of the spirit of vengeance clenched lightly. Ming Yi's eyes shrank suddenly, and then, the blood bar has dropped by half. He was shocked and quickly activated his life-saving skills. In his status bar, there is an extra invincible buff that lasts for 1 minute. He stared intently at the vengeful spirit. Sure enough, the soul of vengeance is the nemesis of our soul body. But, that's the end of it. Hearing this, Qin Feng smiled disdainfully. Ha ha, is it over yet, or you fit? He raised his hand gently and suddenly activated his Lord Dispelling Aura LVMAX. Next second, the invincible buff in Ming Yi's status bar instantly disappeared. Ming Yi's eyes widened instantly. How is that possible? You. Boom. Before his words fell, the blood bar was instantly emptied. At the same time, a huge worm of hatred slowly crawled out. Ding dong, announcement from the universe. The Mingling clan player, Meng Yi, has died permanently. Since the first master of the Mingling clan has been killed, the Mingling clan will win -100. Ding dong, announcement from the universe. The rumbling sound of the system fell. The whole live room was quiet. Some people's barrages are still half entered, and the ridicule to Qin Feng has not yet been sent out. They were all stunned. What happened? Did you hear it right? A god-level powerhouse with countless top-quality equipment and hundreds of millions of gods. Stop seconds. I wipe. Who of you recorded? What happened? Impossible. This is the #1 powerhouse of the Mingling clan, and one of the top 100 in the entire universe. It's terrifying. Who is this human? But after a few decades, has the human race been so terrifying? The major races are naturally noisy. One by one, their faces changed dramatically, and they quickly looked for the previous video to check what was going on. On the side of the human race, it was another scene. I'm going, in seconds. Cow, I thought the boss was dead, but I didn't expect to kill Meng Yi in seconds. In the last race war, countless martyrs of our human race died in his hands. Yes, the boss did a good job and avenged us. Haha, it's really cool. Mingling clan, your family's #1 powerhouse has turned into a worm. Woo woo, my grandfather Zhang 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 has finally avenged his revenge. From today on, I'm a loyal fan of the tyrant. Whoever dares to deal with the tyrant, I will be the first to fight with him. The human race naturally cheered. The Mingling clan and the human clan once fought a faction war, and even if they have entered the so-called truce period, the hatred has long since reached the point where they cannot be resolved. This wave naturally made the people feel good about it. On Qin Feng's side, there are several other tips. Ding dong, world announcement. Mingling clan player Meng Yi has been killed, and the player's bounty has been withdrawn. He also picked out his ears. Dispel the halo, so terrifying. Originally, the soul of vengeance had absolute suppression power over the soul body. It is afraid of all kinds of life-saving skills. But if Qin Feng cooperates, no matter what life-saving skills the opponent uses, they are instantly dispelled. As the first powerhouse of the Mingling clan, Meng Yi's strength and accumulation are still extremely terrifying. The Human Federation's bounty for him is terrifyingly high. Certainly, Meng Yi was killed by the spirit of vengeance, and Qin Feng did not get a reward. At this time, Aaron also took a deep breath. For the Starlight Knights, it is also a great enemy. He has stymied the Knights several times. Did you die like that? She took a deep breath and whispered, Lord, the spirit of vengeance seems to have recovered. Qin Feng nodded and turned to look at the spirit of vengeance beside him. It seems that with the improvement of its strength, its intelligence is indeed slowly recovering. For the soul body, if it is killed by the soul of vengeance, there are two consequences. The first is direct and complete death. Second, it can be resurrected, but the level will be cleared. The ordinary player before, it chose the latter. It seems that it is ready to attack the morale of the Mingling tribe. But for a strong man like Ming Yi, it still chose to eliminate future troubles forever. At this time, seemingly feeling Qin Feng's sight, the spirit of revenge glanced at him lightly. Then, he stretched out his incorporeal palm and pointed at Minjiqi's corpse. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. Is this asking him to pick up soul fragments? It seems that it also knows that if it picks it up, it can only pick up a few. But if Qin Feng was in danger, it would be thousands of times more. Qin Feng also took it easy. Ding dong, you triggered the Advanced Harvest Halo LV2000 and got the loot Soul Fragment Shenzhen grade *8000. Sure enough, this Ming Yi's strength has reached the divine level. Generally speaking, in war only when the player's strength reaches the 10th tier city lord can he possibly ascend to the throne. In this wave, Qin Feng directly obtained a full 8000 divine profound grade soul fragments. Playing with the crystal with light gray mist in his hand, Qin Feng's eyes flickered with a dangerous light. One divine profound grade soul fragment is equal to thousands of legendary grade. If it's all eaten by the spirit of vengeance, how will its power skyrocket? Thinking of this, he also looked at the soul of vengeance. Sure enough, there was extreme longing in this guy's eyes. Irene was also shocked, and said, Lord, if its strength increases again. Qin Feng frowned slightly. He looked at the soul of vengeance and asked, we humans, do we have no hatred with you? Aaron's delicate mouth twitched. Qin Feng actually wants to communicate with the spirit of vengeance. However, in her wide eyes, the spirit of revenge nodded slowly. That being the case, still hesitating about what? Qin Feng directly threw the divine profound level soul fragments in his backpack. Next moment, the sound of the system suddenly sounded. Ding dong, soul of vengeance successfully absorbed soul fragment Shenzhen level. Ding dong, soul of vengeance successfully absorbed soul fragment Shenzhen. Ding dong, warning, the rank of soul of vengeance has been changed to Shenshuan 5th rank. Ding dong, warning, the rank of soul of vengeance has been changed to 6th rank of Shenshuan. Ding dong, warning, the rank of soul of vengeance has been changed to 1st rank of Shengyao. Ding dong, map notice, the most advanced warning. An incomparably powerful existence has come to the mingling world, please everyone defend the enemy in time. 5. Ding dong, map notice, the most advanced warning. Boom, boom, accompanied by rising strength. A terrifying breath was suddenly released from the body of vengeful soul. The dark body is like a black hole, absorbing all the surrounding light. At the same time, its body also swelled further, reaching a height of several hundred meters in the blink of an eye. Qin Feng's eyebrows jumped. Is this terrifying coercion the terrifying existence of the holy glory? And this time, the change in the spirit of vengeance also attracted the attention of the entire mingling tribe. Ghost, what happened? The system actually issued the highest alert. Only when the entire plane is in danger of destruction, can the system issue the highest alert. Hey, what happened? I was still playing in the secret realm before, first the family luck declined, and now the highest level alarm was triggered. The Federation has actually enabled the highest level of authority. This Nima is really uncommon. The players of the mingling clan were naturally stunned. Countless territorial powerhouses who had already settled in the war continent also received news from the Dark Spirit Clan Federation, and hurriedly returned to the Dark Spirit world. For a time, various dazzling teleportation arrays kept flashing. The mingling world is the base camp for all mingling clan players. Like the blue star of the human race, my hometown was stolen. The will of the heavens will greatly reduce the family's luck. No matter how strong he is, he can only be a bereaved dog in the universe. At this time, with the fall of the most advanced alarm, countless terrifying breaths came from all directions. Irene's expression was solemn. Lord, I am afraid that all the strong men of the mingling tribe have come back. Qin Feng nodded. BDCF, he could feel that countless terrifying troops were slowly gathering. Then, brush, the spirit of vengeance lightly released a few jet black streamlines from its hands. Next moment, everything was silent. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. Holy glory, is it so terrifying? In this wave, the spirit of vengeance definitely easily killed trillions of troops. The Mingling Clan Federation. Countless Mingling Clan powerhouses gathered together. At this moment when the life and death of the entire race is at stake, everyone has let go of their usual prejudices. The vengeful spirit is the nemesis of all spirit bodies, and there is nothing we can do about it. The soul of vengeance is immortal, even the Lord Hades can only seal it. There is news from the Cosmic Alliance, and the people in the good camp are very dissatisfied with the rebirth of the spirit of vengeance. As long as we can hold on, the Cosmic Alliance will take action. Everyone, activate racial warfare skills. Soon. The powerhouses of the Mingling clan have reached an agreement, launch a racial warfare technique. Next moment, a lavender circle with a diameter of more than 1,000 meters suddenly appeared in the sky of Mingling world. Ding dong, warning, Dark Spirit Clan launched the racial combat skill Dark Spirit Seal. Ding dong, warning, racial warfare. Irene and Qin Feng raised their eyebrows. As the name implies, the so-called racial combat skills are skills that are released in units of races. Such skills require the consent of the vast majority of the population of the race to be released. Every time it is released, it will consume family luck. Unless it is a last resort, no one is willing to release racial combat skills. Qin Feng threw out an investigative technique. Mingling Seal. Explanation. The racial combat skills from the Mingling clan, the ninth order forbidden skills, require the consent of 80% of the population in the race to be released. It has a strong sealing effect on the soul body. Grade. Effect. The ninth order sealing technique. Rao was Qin Feng and was slightly shocked. But well. He glanced at the spirit of vengeance beside him. If the ninth order forbidden technique can seal the holy Yao level powerhouse, it is better to wash and sleep. Really, the breath of vengeful spirit became even more terrifying. Then, ding dong, warning, Soul of Vengeance is releasing the skill Spiritual Explosion. This skill is extremely dangerous, please evacuate in time. Ding dong, warning, Qin Feng. The system sound fell. The huge body of the spirit of vengeance began to swell in an instant. In the blink of an eye, it reached several kilometers, and the dark body covered the entire sky. Then, boom, 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 with the spirit of vengeance at the center, a terrifying explosion exploded suddenly. The rumbling system announcement suddenly sounded minus. Ding dong, announcement from the universe. Dark Spirit World has been attacked by a devastating attack, causing the planet to collapse. The population of the Dark Spirit World is minus 90%, the resource output is minus 90%, and the attributes of the Dark Spirit tribe are minus 90%. Ding dong, announcement from the universe. Dark Spirit Clan luck minus 50W, all Ming clan players have a luck value of minus 9. Initial physique minus 10, lifespan minus 90%. Ding dong, you have obtained the title Clan Exterminator Shenzan. Ding dong, the news that you single-handedly caused the destruction of the spirit world has spread to the entire universe, and your legend has already existed in the war continent. Get the reward. Prestige plus 1000W. The rumbling announcement of the universe shocked the entire universe. I wipe. The spirit world is destroyed. What happened? What about such a big ghost world, gone? An explosion of this scale is too terrifying, isn't it? With the support of the underworld, the mingling world has developed very well, but it has been destroyed. Hey, what's the matter? The mother planet is broken, and the population, lifespan, and troop attributes have dropped by 90%, and the mingling clan is completely finished. For a time, the entire universe was restless. Countless people widened their eyes and looked incredible. A person singled out a race, and ended up exterminating the other. This is too outrageous, isn't it? Seeing the fate of the mingling clan, everyone was trembling with fear. The same thought appeared in their hearts, the mingling clan, it's over. The first is that after the planet is destroyed, all mingling clan players will be severely punished. If nothing else, under the will of the heavens, all races are said to have races. Ethnic movement affects various attributes of a race. Like powerful races, such as Titans, Protoss, demons, their clan luck is naturally full. And the race of the human race can only be said to be average, without any advantages. After the planet was blown up by Qin Feng, the mingling clan's family fortune was naturally affected. Population minus 90%. Troop attributes minus 90%. #A-90%. How is this even playing? Might as well just die. At this time, accompanied by bursts of white light, Qin Feng slowly resurrected. The corners of his mouth twitched. Nima, the spirit of vengeance. Nima is too ruthless. It doesn't explain anything at all, it just blows itself up. Fortunately, Qin Feng has the tree of life, otherwise, even he would have to die instantly and be blown back to the territory. And Qin Feng didn't expect that this wave. It actually blew up the entire mingling world to pieces. The planet of the mingling clan was directly blown through, and it almost turned into a mine. The entire ground is fragmented, and the terrifying dark energy is still raging in the entire planet. For the mingling clan, Qin Feng naturally had no mercy at all, and wished that the other party would die a little more. Therefore, he was not at all stressed at all. And Aaron, obviously thinks the same way. Next, is a title. Qin Feng also opened the title book to check. Genocide. Description. The title can only be unlocked if one person slaughtered a clan. The birth of this title is bound to cause a bloodbath. Grade. Shenshuan. Nature. World competition title. Grade 1. Effect. When fighting against troops of other races, the attack and defense value of the troops is plus 300%. Special. This title can continue to be upgraded, and eventually evolve into Destroyer. Currently in competition, there are 10 competitors. Hiss. Seeing this title, Qin Feng also jumped. Is it a world competition title? As the name suggests, it takes the entire universe to compete, and there are already 10 people competing. No wonder there are so many lunatics in the universe who like to kill. The attribute of this title is really good. With a murmur, Qin Feng's eyes flashed with a dangerous light. This title, just at level 1, has a 300% damage increase. The higher the level, is it more terrifying. Of course, if you want to level up, you must continue to slaughter countless creatures. Qin Feng is not a murderer, but, if it is a hostile race, it would be too easy. And this time, brush. The blue spear in Irene's hand suddenly released sharp energy. She shielded Qin Feng with her slender body, and looked at the dark energy not far away with dread. 0. Her heroic cheeks were full of vigilance. Lord, there seems to be something. Qin Feng's eyelids jumped. Have something. Rao was him, and he didn't notice anything. What's more, the previous big explosion, even the most powerful Shenshuan level powerhouse, the goddess of light, her old man, I am afraid that it will have to lose a layer of skin. What can survive? He hurriedly put the troops into formation, ready to attack at any time. After a few seconds, a petite figure slowly walked out of it. Qin Feng's eyelids also twitched. This is a girl who is as pitch black as ink, with flowing jet black hair pouring down, almost reaching her calf. On her body, she was wearing a Western Gothic princess dress. The only difference was, the dress was also completely black. But, however, her skin was extremely fair, especially her cheeks, which were so beautiful that they had no flaws. Step by step, the girl came to Qin Feng unhurriedly. Her dark eyes stared at Qin Feng, her pale pink lips slightly opened. Little soul, please join. Ding dong. Soul of Vengeance. Little Soul SSS Hero, request to join your territory, do you agree? Hint. This operation is extremely sensitive, and the opponent's identity is special. Once exposed, it will declare war on all good camps, please choose carefully. The sound of the system fell, and Qin Feng was also shocked. The name Little Soul sounds cute. It looks like a girl. Spirit of Vengeance. The name is a little scary. He lost an investigative technique. Little Soul. Description. A mysterious girl who does not know how she was born. Grade 1. Grade. Purple Gold. Physical, magic attack. Life value. Defense. Skill. Forehead. Little useful information is available. He took a deep breath and asked, are you a vengeful spirit? Xiaohun lightly nodded his head. Qin Feng. Aaron. Qin Feng and Irene looked at each other, and both saw the disbelief in the 710 in each other's eyes. Holy glory level terrifying creature, turned into such a cute little girl. Qin Feng hesitated a little. The strength of the little soul. Needless to say, I am afraid that there are not many opponents in the entire universe. But if she is subdued, if someone else finds out, she will instantly declare war on the whole good camp. Qin Feng doesn't want to go to war with the good camp right now. He asked in a deep voice, how did you become like this? There was no change in Xiaohun's expression, and he obviously had no intention of answering. Qin Feng asked again, why did you blow yourself up? The little soul remained silent. Qin Feng shook his head speechlessly. He made up his mind and said, the Cosmic Alliance and the Good Camp are on their way. Do you want to use self-destruction and let me hide your existence? This time, Xiaohun nodded his head. Qin Feng and Irene also understood. In this way, with the blessing of countless soul fragments, Xiaohun's intelligence has completely grown up. If she is caught by the Good Camp, even if she already has the strength of the First Order Shengyao, I am afraid that she will eventually have to be sealed. On Qin Feng's side, with the Supreme Hidden Aura, no unit can view any of his troops and hero attributes. If Xiaohun joins him, at least no one else can find out that she is the terrifying soul of vengeance. Arendai frowned slightly and gently pulled Qin Feng's clothes. Lord, I still think she is too dangerous. For such a terrifying existence, even if the other party has become a cute little girl, Irene naturally recommends to clean it up directly. The current state of the little soul. It can only be said that it is very poor, and the level has directly changed to level 1. The rank has dropped to the purple gold rank. I am afraid that the previous self-destruction has overdrawn all her energy. Qin Feng only needs one round of gathering fire, and Xiaohun is afraid that it will not die directly. At this moment, Xiaohun pursed her pale pink lips in dissatisfaction, and raised her little hand gently. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance Katakana little soul asks to sign a soul contract with you. After signing the contract, you will completely master her soul. Do you want to confirm? Quote question mark. Quote. Qin Feng was taken aback. Soul contract. And to surrender all of his soul. This means that Qin Feng can strangle the other party's soul at any time. You know, even the contract with the fire goddess is not so unequal. He pondered for a while and said, I promise, I can help you destroy the underworld, but when you join my territory, you must listen to me, understand? Xiaohun nodded his head again and again. Irene opened her mouth and looked hesitant, but in the end she didn't object. Qin Feng took a deep breath and suddenly pressed the confirm button. Ding dong, congratulations, you have obtained the SSS level hero, Spirit of Vengeance, Little Soul. Ding dong, Soul of Vengeance, Little Soul has a special status. If it is discovered, it will go to war against the Good Camp. Please pay attention. The system sound fell, and the ID on Xiaohun's head instantly turned green. Qin Feng checked her attributes. Little Soul. Description. A mysterious girl who does not know how she was born. Grade 1. Grade. SSS. Physical Magic Attack Power, 3800. Defense, 2960. Health, 15W. Magic Value, 10W. Skill. 1. LVMAX. The little soul is born from endless hatred. As long as the hatred in the universe does not dissipate, it will never die and never die. After the health value is 0, the little soul will automatically return to the hero hall, fall into a deep sleep, and after a period of time, will restore all the strength before the death. Current sleep time, 7 days. 2. Flame of Revenge. LVMAX. The fire of revenge, burn. Release it on the soul body. The health value per second will be minus 50%, and after death, it will drop soul fragments and form a hatred of the same grade and level. Insect. 3. Psionic Devouring. LVMAX. Devouring soul fragments can increase the level of small souls. The promotion method ignores rank and level restrictions. Loyalty, 200. Morale, 200. Food consumption, 0. At this time, Qin Feng also saw the attributes of the little soul. It is also a SSS level hero. Compared with Eliza, Xiaohun's attack and defense value and health value are directly hammered. Skills. It can be said, not much has changed. Still so unpretentious. The only difference is that the little soul is only level 1 now, and many skills have not been unlocked. But, with the evolution method of the little soul, if you want to level up, it only takes a few minutes. Closing the panel, Qin Feng looked at the shattered mingling world, and hurriedly walked towards the portal with the troops. It would be no fun if the portal collapsed and there was no way to return to the novice continent. After a few minutes, Qin Feng took the troops back to the secret realm, and then passed through the portal again, finally returning to the previous netherworld corridor. He was also out of breath. It's really exhausting. Returning to the stronghold of the Star Knights, they hurriedly greeted them. Knight Commander Aaron, what's going on? What's hidden in the secret realm? I heard that the Tyrant Knight killed Hades, is that true? I heard that you two directly destroyed the Dark Spirit world. It's so cool, countless of our knights died at the hands of the Dark Spirit clan. Irene smiled slightly and wiped out the Mingling clan, and she was also in a good mood. Ahem, I'm announcing something. She coughed dryly, signaling everyone to be quiet. From today, I am ready to join the domain of the Tyrant Knight Commander as a hero. 5. Star Knights. A time. The entire base became extremely quiet. All the Star Knights were stunned for a while. Nima. Hid a secret. Kidnapped their Knight Commander. A time. The eyes of all the Star Knights looking at Qin Feng became strange. Although Qin Feng is now also a Knight Commander, he can be regarded as their commander. But what do you mean by kidnapping Aaron? In particular, several male knights were even more angry. Irene. In the entire Starlight Knights, she is a famous flower. The valiant and beautiful figure has become the goddess of countless people's dreams. Aaron herself has never come close to any men. Now it was taken away by this man. From ancient times to the present, between lords and heroes, if nothing happens, I am sorry for this identity. Thought here. One by one, they gritted their teeth in hatred. But they did not persuade each other, and since Irene had made a decision, they no longer had anything to say. A girl suddenly pulled Irene and cried, "Woo, Knight Commander, don't you want me?" Irene sighed lightly, showing a rare soft expression. She caressed the girl's cheek. "We are all fighting for justice, and one day, we will meet again." The girl nodded firmly. "Well, Knight Commander, I will try my best to catch up with you." After speaking, she looked at Qin Feng. "You are not allowed to bully our Knight Commander." Qin Feng twitched the corner of his mouth. Did he look like an LSP? He nodded. "Don't worry, I will take good care of her." The words fall. Countless Starlight Knights said. They broke the defense again. What does it mean to take care of her? What's the matter with you? Murdering your heart, right? At this moment, the booming system announcement sounded. Ding dong, national announcement. It has been detected that the current underworld rift has been completely closed, and the emergency rescue mission Swaying Starlight has been successfully completed, and rewards will be issued through contribution points. Ding dong, you have made outstanding contributions in emergency missions, and you will receive the following rewards. Basic resources *3000 W, Nether Dragon Crown Rank Recruitment Authority. Ding dong, you have unlocked a new building Netherworld Nest. Ding dong, your deeds of injuring Hades have spread throughout the universe, and the following population will join your territory, Nether Soul Body 392 W. Hiss. A series of sounds from the system fell. Qin Feng couldn't help but take a breath. This time the emergency rescue mission. The reward is a bit too rich, right? It seems that the will of the heavens also includes the destruction of the Mingling realm. I got the right to recruit a crowned unit directly again. And the Nether Dragon. It doesn't sound easy. At this point, Irene had already said goodbye to everyone. Just wait quietly for the Scorched Earth buff to end, and they can resume their activities in the Novice Continent. Of course, that had nothing to do with Aaron. Farewell to everyone. Irene's expression was rather lonely. She looked at Qin Feng's profile, and her expression soon became firm. Her choice. Absolutely. Returning to the territory again. Seeing Irene and Xiaohun, Eliza also blinked her beautiful eyes a little ignorantly. She looked at the two with burning eyes and asked, Lord, is this our new partner?" Irene's heart skipped a beat when she saw her, and she panicked for no reason. "This woman, what's the matter?" she said, "Warrior Aaron." Little Soul didn't react much, and said lightly, "Little Soul." After resigning, Irene is no longer a member of the Starlight Knights, and naturally no longer calls herself a Knight Commander. Eliza took a deep look at Xiaohun and said with a smile, "The residences of the two younger sisters will be arranged soon." She pulled the two girls and left suddenly. Qin Feng finally let out a long breath. This trip to the secret realm can only be said to be very thrilling. He didn't expect that even a terrifying powerhouse like Hades appeared. Later, with the help of the Little Soul, the entire Mingling world was destroyed. However, the result is still very good, and the harvest is directly full. He counted a little. The first and most important thing is to get 2 heroines. There is no need to worry about Xiaohan's loyalty and strength. But on Erin's side, she still needs to be further stabilized. At the same time, it is also necessary to challenge the hero limit trial admission ticket as soon as possible to improve her rank. In any case, with 2 heroines joining in, his development will be accelerated countless times. Finally, of course, it is the new crowned arms. He directly put that nether nest down. Suddenly, there was a strange lair shrouded in dark purple-gray mist in the territory. There was a shrill and ear-piercing dragon roar in the lair. Qin Feng is also checking the attributes. Nether nest. Explanation. It is rumored that there is a strange lair in the deepest part of the underworld, in which the former overlord of the underworld, the dragon of the underworld, lives. Grade 1. Durability. 7,500 trillion, Eliza's skill builder bonus. Production unit. Dragon of the Nether, 14th order. Daily transferable population. 0/100 W. Production and consumption. 2,000 basic resources, 2,000 magic crystals piece. Production time. 1 minute piece. Upgrade required. Nether Spirit Stone 100. 14th grade. Qin Feng's eyes narrowed slightly. The crown arms in war, the highest is the 14th rank. Even more powerful than the ancient elf royal archer. Qin Feng directly used the Lightspeed recruitment card to recruit 500 of them. Immediately, in front of him appeared 500 lavender dragons that released a strange breath. Their bodies are not as huge as other giant dragons, only 7 or 8 meters long, but their blood-red eyes are full of dazzling light. Qin Feng looked at their properties. Dragon of Netherworld. Explanation. An ancient creature that existed in the original underworld, once the overlord of the underworld, devoured souls for a living. With the rise of Pluto the territory of the Nether Dragon was continuously compressed, and finally escaped into the depths of the underworld, and the Nether Dragon never appeared in the War Continent again. Grade. 14th grade. Grade 1. Physical, magic damage. 2,360. Defense. 1880. Health. 64,000. Skill. 1. Soul Devouring LV1. The Nether Dragon can devour the soul body, thereby improving its own abilities. Effect. When destroying the spirit body of epic level or above, the attack power of the ghost dragon is permanently plus 1%, and the maximum stack is 50 layers. 2. Nether Body LV1. The body formed by the power of the Nether can be immune to most control skills. Effect. Immunity to all control skills such as paralysis, stun, freezing, restraint, etc. 3. Netherworld Reincarnation LVMAX. The ghost dragon has no entity, the soul is bound to the nest, the dragon is in the nest, and the dragon is in the nest. Effect. After the Nether Dragon is killed, it will be revived directly in the Nether Nest, but it will return to the initial state at level 1. After that Nether Nest was broken, all the recruited ghost dragons died instantly. 4. Netherworld Dragon Breath LV1. Dragon Breath, Dragon's Glory. Effect. Deals damage equal to attack 20 * devouring souls to up to 1,000 enemies. Cooldown time. 15 minutes. Morale. 200. Loyalty value. 80 fixed. Food consumption. 2,000 magic crystals per day. Hiss. Is this the 14th tier crowned arms? Seeing the attributes of Dragon of the Netherworld, Qin Feng said that it was really a lot of insight. Compared with the ancient elf royal archer, the attributes of the ghost dragon are undoubtedly more terrifying. Health, defense, and attack power are all completely crushed. And the 4 skills are both offensive and defensive. The 2 skills, Soul Devouring LV1 and Netherworld Reincarnation LVMAX, are similar to those of Little Soul. In other words, the 2 skills are the weakened versions of the Little Soul skills. As long as you kill the soul body, you can strengthen yourself. But you must kill the epic level or above. After being killed, it will be resurrected directly in the Nether Nest. However, compared to Little Soul's immortal, their level will be reset to 0. It is quite difficult to level up the crowned arms. But on Qin Feng's side, the proficiency should not be too high. After the resurrection, it will be pulled to the full level again in minutes. Nether Body is also very outrageous, and it is directly immune to all control skills. Netherworld Dragon Breath is the output skill. A skill that all dragons have, Dragon Breath. The Dragon Breath damage value of the Nether Dragon is not particularly high, but as the number of soul devoured increases, the damage will grow infinitely. Overall, the attributes of Dragon of Netherworld definitely stand at the top of the universe. Roar. At this time, with a strange roar, the eyes of the nether dragons were filled with cold blood red light. The huge body circled aimlessly in the territory. The next moment, the sound of the system suddenly popped up. Ding dong, you triggered the only hidden mission, hate of snatching the nest. Triggered a hidden mission. Qin Feng blinked, and directly opened the taskbar to check. The hatred of the nest. Mission description. The dragon of the underworld used to be the overlord of the underworld. After the rise of the underworld, they competed for the underworld supremacy for tens of thousands of years. In the end, the dragons of the underworld were driven out of their lair by Pluto. They are now surrendering to you, but they just want to use your power to fight against Pluto. If you can't do it, they will change their owners without hesitation. Mission difficulty: 900 billion. Mission nature: unique hidden. Mission content: recapture the underworld palace. Mission duration: 180 days. Quest reward: Dragon of the Nether Ultra Order. Mission failure penalty: all Nether Dragon betrayal. Seeing the mission information, Qin Feng raised his eyebrows. Is it a timed mission? And the content of the mission is very nonsense. Take back the palace of the underworld within 180 days. No wonder the difficulty of the task is 900 billion. The palace of the underworld, but the place where the king of the underworld and his old man lived. However, Qin Feng did not expect that the palace of the underworld was actually taken by the king of the underworld from the dragons of the underworld. And the reward of the task is very special. Super class. Above the 14th rank crown arms, if the arms are further improved in rank, it is the so-called super rank arms. As for how terrifying the super level arms are, Qin Feng has never seen a single one, so he has no idea. However, the punishment for mission failure is also very direct, and all the dragons of the underworld will betray. Troops betrayal, not just leaving. They will directly become hostile, and they will not let it go without tearing down your home. Thinking of this, Qin Feng pondered for a while. The dragon of the underworld is undoubtedly strong in combat, but it is a double-edged sword. However, Qin Feng still intends to mass production. The reason is also very simple. He has too many resources, and he doesn't feel bad about this resource at all. Secondly, he is not afraid of betrayal. With so many Shenshuan-level defense towers, no matter how many dragons in the underworld, his territory is still impregnable. And, 180 days, he may not be able to complete the task. Pluto is not invincible. Immediately after that, there are countless secret realm rewards. The person with the highest score in the secret realm will become the so-called master of the secret realm. The underworld fissure that Qin Feng cleared is the only secret realm. After being cleared by a certain player, it will disappear forever. Every week, Qin Feng will get a lot of resources, and every time, will trigger the advanced secret aura. This can be a little perverted. Among them, the most precious resource is naturally the Netherworld Tower. Every week, Qin Feng will produce 35,000 divine profound grade Netherworld Towers, hundreds of thousands of legendary grade, millions of epic grade, and tens of millions of purple gold grade. At this time, Eliza walked over slowly. Lord, both of them have gone to rest. Qin Feng nodded. Irene must have been tired after fighting hard. And the little soul, after self-destruction, the energy is overdrawn, and it is good enough not to fall into a deep sleep. He directly took out 30,000 Shenshuan-level defense towers from his backpack and said, "These defense towers, take them to defend the territory." Eliza hurriedly took it, and then, her dazzling beautiful eyes instantly widened. Nima, 30,000 Shenshuan-level defense towers. Is it so scary? Shenshuan-level defense towers are extremely rare even in the war continent. Even if it is a god clan or a demon clan, she dares to guarantee that other than the famous masters on the list, no one else can come up with it. Qin Feng pondered for a while, and said, "The mysterious level, just make a circle on the inside of the city wall, the size of the territory is enough for the time being." Territory. Naturally, it is not as big as it is, in fact, as long as you ensure that you have control over the territory. Qin Feng is now only a second-tier territory, but Qin Feng does not consider farming buildings for the time being, and the area is considered sufficient. Even if it is expanded in the future, the site enclosed now can also be used as an inner city. Eliza was also frightened by Qin Feng's bold idea. Make a circle. The quantity is naturally enough, but the problem is, the energy is not enough. Even if the number of magic crystals is enough, the energy line can't stand it. She asked. But, Lord, what about the energy problem? Qin Feng said. Stand up first, at least to deter the enemy. Okay. Eliza nodded obediently. At this moment, Qin Feng's gaze turned to the mountains of resources. He murmured, although there are a lot of resources now, it is still far from enough compared to the gods and demons. Hearing this, Eliza's delicate mouth twitched. However, I was a little shocked in my heart. My lord, it seems that his ambition is still very lofty, and he actually wants to compete with the gods and demons. Qin Feng pondered for a while and said, wait until the map is refreshed, produce some low-level troops, and then go and explore around to find the Land of Blessing. Hearing this, Eliza nodded. The so-called Land of Blessings is a region with extremely rich resources set directly by the will of the heavens. The first is various high-grade resource points, and the second is special bonuses. The mining volume and mining speed of resource points will be more and faster than other places. And some advanced blessed lands, even Jiaodas, will have certain bonuses to the attributes of population, experience, buildings and arms. Therefore, the competition for the Land of Blessings will be a more important thing in the novice continent. If you can establish a territory in the Land of Blessing, the development speed will be terrifyingly fast. She pondered for a while, and said, Lord, I suggest to produce some fire-tongue crows. They are very suitable for reconnaissance. Qin Feng took a brief look. Fire-tongue crow, a tier 3 arm, a flying arm with not very high combat effectiveness. However, the flight speed is very fast, which is very suitable for reconnaissance. Another point is that the low-level arms, the production quantity is unlimited, and there is no need for any waiting time. He said. Then produce 2 million, the fire element population and the goddess of flames. Eliza nodded obediently. The two of them spoke lightly, but if this number were heard by others, their jaws would definitely drop. Just produce 2 million. It's only been a few days since the server started, and others are still waiting eagerly for the map to reset and then rebuild the territory. On Qin Feng's side, it's just 2 million troops. It's cold. After arranging everything, Qin Feng checked the time. I'm going to class soon. He went offline in bursts of white light. Watching Qin Feng's figure gradually dissipate, Eliza slowly put away her smile. She turned her head, and her golden eyes looked at a certain direction of the territory. Above the tall nether nest, the little soul sat leisurely, the two white calves under the black skirt swayed constantly. In front of her, the dragons of the underworld, who have been releasing a strange aura, are very obedient like puppies. Eliza came under her and asked in a cold voice, Your strength has recovered to the first rank of Shengyao. Even if you are against 10 gods and mysterious 9th ranks, you will not fall behind, and it is even more effort to destroy the mingling world. She paused and looked directly into Xiaohan's eyes. Why do you want to explode yourself? Breeze blows. Little Soul's delicate doll's cheeks didn't touch anything. What about you? She looked at Eliza indifferently and asked, Why did you come to the Lord's territory? Eliza fell silent. A long time. She snorted coldly and said, No matter what the reason is, I don't allow anyone to hurt the Lord. Hearing this, Xiaohun smiled rarely. It's exactly what I want. Taking off his helmet, Qin Feng took a deep breath. Although he had a lot of fun in mingling world, he was walking a tightrope every step of the way. Even him, the spirit is a little tired. But, boom. Qin Feng suddenly punched the air. The violent fist wind shook the air violently. It's terrifying, the current attribute value is already very outrageous. Qin Feng smiled slightly. Although said that he is only a second-order lord now, his attributes are much stronger than those of his previous life. Now, there are at least tons of grip. It can be said that it has completely surpassed the scope of human beings. At this time, he simply moved his body and took a shower. Ding ding ding. The phone vibrated suddenly. Female teacher. At everyone, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone will come to the school to gather, please reply when you receive it. Those who cannot come and I must ask for leave, otherwise the usual points will be deducted. Qin Feng was also speechless for a while. This female teacher is really a good thing. But he is only a tier 2 lord now and cannot physically enter the war continent, so he still has to be cautious. He went to school. In the classroom. When Qin Feng entered the classroom, it was already full of people. The students were all in high spirits. Although the game experience was extremely poor last night, after half a day's rest, I became full of energy again. Wow, the tyrant is too fierce. Is he really our student? Tisk tisk, what are you talking about? The Cosmic Alliance has already begun to investigate. If it wasn't for the will of the heavens, everyone would think he was in trouble. He smashed the entire dark spirit world all by himself. Now the entire universe has exploded. The underworld is clamoring to deal with the tyrant boss, but the good camp has come out to support. It is estimated that the tyrant boss will be safe in the end. It's so cool. After this battle, who in the universe dares to underestimate my human race? The boys and girls are at their high-spirited age, and they all regard BDCF tyrants as their idols in life. Countless young girls even had little stars in their eyes, and it was obvious that they had become the tyrant's little fangirls. And this time, a young girl asked, "Tyrant YYDS, do you think he will be from our school?" The words fall. The entire classroom was silent. There was excitement in their eyes. Yeah, if the tyrant is from our school, we'll take off too. Hey, although it's unlikely, it's delicious to dream. In the Terran Federation's policy, if the school ranks high, the students of the entire school will be rewarded. At this moment, a clear female voice said, "Impossible." The students quickly looked over. The speaker is Qin Qianqin, the academic committee of the class. On weekdays, her grades remained in the top 5 in the school, and she was the first in Qin Feng's class. The students hurriedly asked, "Scholarly committee, why?" "That's right, why shouldn't the tyrant belong to our school?" Qin Qianqin pushed her glasses and said to herself, "I know all the top students in our school. And the tyrant has taken action on both Li Badian and Zhao Xiaoshui. If it was from our school, he wouldn't do this." After speaking, she sighed and said, "Alas, you have to use your brains too much, such a simple truth." Areno. The words fell, and the entire classroom became silent. The students looked at each other. And Qin Feng was speechless for a while. "How about you, Shonima?" This Qin Qianqin, relying on her own studies, often ridicules poor students on weekdays. Qin Feng shook his head, too lazy to be serious with her. After a few minutes, with the crisp sound of high heels, the female teacher walked in from the door. The female teacher cleared her throat and said, "Students, everyone knows that now the novice map is covered by the scorched earth buff, and it is impossible to go online at all. Therefore, our school is planning to hold an individual competition in advance. This competition belongs to the welfare given to everyone by the school and will not affect the original number of competitions." The sound fell. The students suddenly cheered. "Great, I can't play games at all today, the school's arrangement is so sweet. I didn't expect that the first individual competition will be held now. Yeah, it used to be only after the first monthly exam. However, it is great to belong to the welfare, and there will be no less individual competitions to be held in the future. This year is too weird. This tyrant has messed up the entire Blue Star alone. Individual hegemony tournaments, as the name suggests, are fought in the form of individuals. Typically, the first solo tournament occurs when students enter the game for a month. At that time, the players also had a certain amount of strength themselves, and it was a bit of a fight. But now, the students didn't learn much skills at all. Therefore, in this individual competition, it can be said that talent is the only decisive factor. The talent is high, and the troops are powerful. For example, Li Badian, all arms attack plus 50%, how can others fight? And there is no second-order lord in the entire human high school novice. Qin Feng can beat them all by himself. Therefore, this so-called individual competition, in Qin Feng's view, is nothing more than a child's play. Let's just call it a pecking match between chickens and vegetables. But well, at this time, the female teacher also talked about the rewards of this competition. This hegemony competition, our Dragon Country Federation attaches great importance to it, and the rewards will be very rich. The first place in the country will receive 2 million basic resources, plus a 7th order arms transfer certificate. Other rankings, the rewards are also very good, and the specific information has been sent to everyone's mobile phones. The words fall. All the students in the classroom gasped in unison. My God, it's actually 2 million basic resources. Is this enough for a Tier 3 city master? The Federation is really generous. I heard that the resources that the Federation can send to the novice map every year are limited. How come there are so many? There's still a 7th tier unit. It's so fragrant. At this stage, if anyone can get a 7th tier unit, wouldn't they just take off? The will of the heavens still grants some privileges to all race managers. This is to allow them to better manage a race, but also to highlight the importance of ethnic movements. As the manager of the Terran Federation is the only unit that can break through the restrictions and deliver resources to the novice map. And also, the female teacher nudged her glasses and interrupted everyone's commotion. As long as they are in the top 10 in the country, they will be sent to prestigious schools. As soon as the words came out, the eyes of the entire class were wide-eyed. Even Chin Qianchin, who had been pretending to be indifferent, was short of breath at this time. Just these few words are enough for all the human high school students to go crazy. Especially for some civilian-born students, as long as they are admitted to such a prestigious school, it can be said that the fate of the entire family has changed. And Qin Feng, naturally, he doesn't care about famous schools. He shook his head slightly. 2 million resources. 7th tier, ha ha, where do you send beggars? Qin Feng's resources are now countless, at least hundreds of billions. Say nothing else. Resources and money, he is really not lacking. As for the 7th tier troops, he even smiled contemptuously. Population is precious. Don't give him such rubbish now. As a result, he did not intend to participate in this so-called hegemony competition. What? Suddenly, Qin Feng's eyes fell on the specific column of the reward. Not to mention national awards. In response to the call of the Dragon Country Federation, No. 4 Middle School also issued some rewards. The first place in the school is a piece of silver-level equipment. The second place in the school is a bottle of low-level energy-saving potion. Seeing this, Qin Feng was excited. Even legendary equipment, in his eyes, is not as powerful as a bottle of potion. So, let's take part. Qin Feng murmured. But, now is not the time to reveal your identity, it seems that you need to do some disguise. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.